Run down the batting lineup for Breathitt County. The visitors on the scoreboard. Leading off will be Isaac Bellamy. He's pitching tonight for the Bobcats. Combs is at short, batting second, and at third base is Tincher, who will bat third. The cleanup hitter tonight is Howard at second. Turner's behind the plate, batting fifth. 6, 7, and 8 will be Cox at first, then Holland in right field. Bird, who is the DH, and then Stacy will bat ninth in center field. And not batting tonight for Breathitt County, the left fielder, Crisp. Defensively this way for Wolfe County, Wisman on the mound, Wilson behind the plate, Holland, Evans, Voiles, and Oliver from third to first in order. And I believe, I'll get the lineup here real quick. I want to say that was Jaden Holland at third base. It is Jaden Holland at third base. Jackson Holland in left, and then Fallen and Molans in center and right. So Isaac Bellamy getting ready to lead it off for the Breathitt County Bobcats. 55th District Championship game. Breathitt County defeated Jackson City last night 12-1 in the semifinal game, the only opening round game of the 55th District tournament. As first pitch from Wisman is taken for ball one. Wisman quickly with the 1-0, lifted into right field. Will it fall? It will. Lead off single for Breathitt County, and they got the man aboard with nobody out. As that will bring Combs to the plate. Last time these two teams met, Breathitt County got an early lead in the second inning, and Wolfe County came from behind, went ahead in the top of the sixth, and then finished it out as Combs at the plate. He squares the bunt. It goes up the first base line. It's a perfect bunt. It's a base hit, and back-to-back singles. One traditionally, the other one the bunt, and Breathitt County, two men aboard to start the top of the first.
I know on May the 1st, Breathitt lost 6-4, and then on May the 11th, they lost 5-4. But just watching them during warm-ups, they were on the ball, seemed to be very focused, and the first two batters cruised that way.
Sometimes when you get your senior ace on the mound, it makes you get you a little extra,
right,
jump in your step, so to speak. And that may be what's happening here as Breathitt County with runners at first and second, a 1-0 count at the plate to Tincher. Nobody out here in the it's going to be top of the first as Wisman delivers the 1-0, a big swing and a miss for strike one. Tincher was trying to get Breathitt County on the board right there.
He hit the ball very well last night and has a lot through the season. He's batting like 400, maybe 4.2, 4.5.
The 1-1 hits the outside corner for strike two, and it's a 1-2 count to Tincher at the plate. Breathitt County a runner in scoring position, that is Bellamy. And Combs over at first. Had a single and then a bunt single as good stop behind the plate by Wilson for Wolfe County. Kept the ball from getting behind him. 2-2 count now. Wisman has his sign. Checks the runner, delivers the break-even pitch. Going to be lifted into center field. Will it fall? It will. And Breathitt County will load the bases with nobody out as the runners had to check and make sure it was going to land before they took off. They did.
Yeah, Isaac got pretty far off the base, and then he went back, and then I guess he could see it was going to fall, and he just took off. Base is loaded.
And nobody out. Bash Howard, the man Breathitt County won at the plate in this situation.
He bats 448, so.
Been hitting it very well.
Yes.
So far here, especially lately, as the first pitch is upstairs, taken for ball one. Saw him put one out against Wolfe County in the game at Breathitt.
Right, second game.
Here's the 1-0. Upstairs, taken for ball two. Quickly a 2-0 count and a hitter's count for Howard here with nobody out and the base is loaded. Of course, Wisman, one of those pitchers for Wolfe County that they consider to be their ace as well, as Howard's going to pop this one foul to get out of play over to our right for strike one. Count goes 2 balls and a strike. Nobody out, bases loaded. Scoreless here so far in the top of the first. This pitch going to be hammered in the left center field. That ball will land.
two's going to score.
One will score.
No.
They're going to hold Combs. And Breathitt County with a 1-0 lead. Here in the top of the first, base is still loaded, still nobody out.
Coach Combs wasn't taking no chances. I'd have probably sent him, but he no outs. Why do that? Got good batters coming up. And Voel's got it in, or
We've already got a meeting at the mound, coach's visit for Wolfe County.
and he's really their ace in the hole, right?
Yeah.
Because they say he throws like low to mid 80s, and he's thrown a few pretty fast ones. But
Oh, yeah, he's throwing hard, and he's actually he's not thrown every pitch in the zone. He's thrown 12 pitches, 7 strikes, but he's not missed by much, so he's not off. Breathitt County's just hit the ball. You had the single by Bellamy, then the bunt single kind of got Breathitt going. That got followed up by Tincher's single, and then another single by Howard. And if you really want to get a rally going, this is how you do it.
Right.
Single, 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 single. Sometimes you hit a home run in these situations, it kills the rally as the first pitch to Turner going to be fouled off for strike one. Yeah, Barry Larkin calls a home run a rally killer. A lot of people they don't talk well about the way he analyzes games during broadcast. Here's a line drive up the middle. It'll get through. 2 runs are going to, well, 1 run in. They're waving the second
close.
one in, and the throw is dropped. 2 runs in, and runners will be at the corners. Breathitt County with a 3-0 lead here in the top of the first. 2 on, and nobody out.
if anybody would have attacked the home plate on Breathitt's team, I would have bet it'd been Brady Tincher. He come in there strong. He was going to make sure that boy's going to have to hang on to it, and he wasn't able to. But you could see him coming in the head first.
So runners at the corners at first and third. They got a courtesy runner for Turner over at first. That is Adam Spencer, the 8th grader for Breathitt County. Get that scored here real quick. Takes just a minute to punch that in. It's a courtesy runner, not a pinch runner. High school, you can courtesy run for catchers and pitchers. As the first pitch to Cox. Took something off of that one, did Westman. Got a swing and a miss for strike one. See if Spencer takes off from first on this pitch. There he goes. Nope, started and stopped. And the 0-1, a swing and a miss for strike two. I was looking down as he took that first step.
Come back.
He came back to the bags. An 0-2 count at the plate to Cox. Still nobody out. Runners at the corners for Breathitt County. 3 runs in so far here in the top of the first. As Spencer will take it on the 0-2 pitch was taken for ball 1, and Spencer goes to second. That one to me, John, is an indifference because they just let him go.
Right. You just can't take a chance with the kid on third. You know what the kid on third is going to do as soon as they throw that ball.
Especially
He's coming home.
already a 3-0 lead for Breathitt County. Yeah, you don't want to give them that 4th run real quick.
No. And the batters aren't waiting like the 3rd or 4th pitch. I mean, the first one that comes across the line,
They're going
just nailing it.
Going at it, yeah. So 1-2 count at the plate to Cox. 2 runners in scoring position now. As the 1-2 pitch is upstairs, evens the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Breathitt County 3 runs on 5 hits so far. Everybody that's got on's got a hit.
Wissman's about, 6'3", 6'4"?
6'4", I'd say at least. Here's a chopper up the middle that gets
right over
through.
his head.
2 runs will score. As I say that, the
Another
runner
play
at
at
third
home.
slipped, and he's tagged out. He is. I think he slipped as he rounded the bag there. And so 1 run in. Runner advanced to second on the throw. 4-0 Breathitt County. 1 out. Runner still in scoring position out at second.
That's really been 2
And that's
nice
a good
throws.
throw. Good throw by
2
Fallon,
in a row.
absolutely.
Yes. Because really the ball was there when Brady slid, but there just was some contact. It come out. But that was really two nice throws.
So 4-0 Breathitt County. Runner still in scoring position out at second in Cox.
And only 1 out.
And the first pitch to Holland is taken for ball 1. And
Swing.
next one, strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 out, 1 on. 4 runs on 6 hits. Breathitt County's come out swinging the bat so far as Wisman sets, delivers the 1-1. It's a cross for strike 2, and it's a 1-2 count to Holland at the plate.
We keep saying it, but Holland's an 8th grader. He bats .273. He's almost batting .300. And that, I mean, if you get around .300 in high school,
especially as an 8th grader,
yes, that he does really well.
Here's the pitch. It's a line drive.
Ooh.
First base side, it goes foul by just a few inches, and it's a 1-2 count still to Miles Holland at the plate for Breathitt County.
If that had stayed in, Cox would have definitely been standing on third.
Well, it would have been. There's a lot of room over in that foul territory, and that's the way the ball was going, was towards that fence and foul territory. There's the 1-2 upstairs. Or excuse me. Yeah, 1-2 goes upstairs for ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. I had it on one computer as 1-2, and the other computer is 0-2, so I had to check the scoreboard. 2-2 count. Wisman sets, delivers the break-even pitch upstairs, runs it full. Count full, 3 balls, 2 strikes. 1 out, 1 on. 4 in, though, for the Bobcats, as they've jumped out early. This pitch going to be fouled back towards us, hits the screen. Payoff pitch will come once again. Wisman has been in the stretch most of this first inning. I don't think it really, and even when he goes from the windup, it's just an altered stretch position. Payoff pitch, fouled off once again, and Holland doing a good job spoiling that strikeout pitch. He's at least going to make him throw it a third time.
Yes, adding to that pitch count.
Already 26 pitches here in the first inning for Wisman.
Kobe Bird in the on-deck circle. I think he's getting fired up and ready to come in and see if he can hit one.
Yeah, he's the DH for Breathitt County. As Wisman sets at the waist, delivers the payoff pitch, fouled off once again by Holland.
I remember there last year in that championship game, Aiden Combs just kept, against Letcher County rather, I bet that pitcher pitched him 12 or 13 times. And I thought that's when the game broke open, and Miles is sort of doing that right now. He's got
payoff pitch, ground ball. Nice play at first by Oliver. He'll get the out, but a productive out as Cox will go to third. What a play by Oliver. If he doesn't get that on the diving attempt, that ball's in right field, and it's another run.
Well, he's a left-hander, and the ball was hit right to his glove side. So if that had been a right-hander, that probably would have been Cox probably could have come in, like you said, because it would have went to the fence. So it seemed like it slopes downhill.
So Kobe Bird at the plate now for Breathitt County, the 8th batter to come to the plate this inning. Cox at third with 2 outs. 4 runs in already for Breathitt County on 6 hits. First pitch to Bird is taken upstairs for ball 1. Here's the 1-0 from Wisman. It hit him. It did. Thought I heard something. And that will put runners at the corners once again for Breathitt County. And the 9th batter in the lineup coming to the plate here in the top of the first for the Bobcats. Could roll it back around to the top of the lineup if Stacy could reach safely. 2 outs, 2 on. Runners at the corners. First pitch, a swing and a miss for strike 1. A little bit of a breaking ball there. Had him out in front a little bit.
Yeah.
It broke away from the bat.
He was eager to get a hit, wasn't he?
He was
going for that thing.
Wisman will check the runners as he sets at the waist. Delivers the 0-1 outside, ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Yeah, with 2 outs, it's a little harder to be as aggressive with runners at the corners because they can go ahead try to throw the runner out. Of course, the other side of that is you try to get in a run down, and I don't know that Breathitt's ready to attempt that at the moment as the 1-1 is upstairs for ball 2. 2 balls and a strike. What's the play where the runner goes straight into right field? What do they call that? The wounded duck or something?
Yeah.
Here's the 2-1. Inside, taken for ball 3. 3-1 the count.
Stacey had to just slide back right quick. Looked like he was breakdancing because he'd have got nailed right in the stomach.
3-1 count, so a hitter's count here as Wisman delivers up and away for ball 4. He threw the bat, and then I thought, he's going back. Thought maybe they called the strike, but it was ball 4, and the bases are loaded once again for Breathitt County as Bellamy strolls to the plate. Chance for the Bobcats to add to a 4-0 lead with 2 outs here in the first, and I believe we are going to get a pitching change. It'll be the second visit to the mound from the dugout for Wolfe County as the coach coming out, and I believe he's giving the position changes for the pitching change to the umpire, and here we go.
And he's
out
not,
to the mound.
I'm sorry, he's really not pitched bad. I mean, maybe
Breathitt
a couple
County's
high.
hit the ball.
They've just hit the ball. But now they if you look at their schedule, they've played some really tough teams, and people say, it might take you lumps and lose a few games here and there, but it should better you come district time because that's really your 0-0 then, your record. And I think that they've been used to some really fast pitchers because he's throwing it, but they're just rocking it.
It's the pitching that you're seeing, and your hitting's getting adjusted to that. Breathitt County's lost the last several games in the last week of the season, but like you say, productive. They went 9 innings against Prestonsburg, 8 innings in their next game. 9 innings against Greenup County, 8 innings against Prestonsburg, yes. And then they faced a very good Rowan County team right after that. As they've seen some good pitching. We do have a pitching change, and it looks like it's going to be, is that number 15?
15, Holland.
Jaden Holland. He's going to be the new pitcher for Wolfe County. We're going to send it back to the station for a 90-second break. Back in 90, this is WJSN Sports.
Since 1962, Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson has been proud to serve the community. They care about the people of Breathitt County and are the only locally owned bank in the community. With 2 branches in Jackson and 1 in Beattyville, they're never too far away when you need them. And with the latest innovations in banking, keeping track of your finances has never been easier. Helping to grow Breathitt County as leaders for over 60 years. That's Citizens Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Sure, there's groundhogs and robins on the lawn, but spring is really here when the kids are back on the baseball diamond. And when your kids are ready to gear up for spring sports, it's time for Rose Brothers. At Rose Brothers, you'll find cleats for baseball, softball, and soccer, shin guards, shorts and tees, baseball pants too. Or if you're just ready to get back outside and enjoy the weather, check out the new spring athletic shoes and sandals. And you can always see what's new at our website, rosebros.com. Come see us at Rose Brothers, then we'll see you at the field.
The shortstop.
Welcome back to Campton, Kentucky, as we're trying to figure out the position changes here. The new pitcher is going to be Jaden Holland for Wolfe County. And I believe Voiles is going to third. I'm going to try to get this right. So Voiles will be at third base. Shortstop Evans stayed where he was. Wisman is he going to right field? Nope, he's going to left field.
And they made a lot of changes.
They did.
Voiles was on second, now he's on third.
Jackson Holland goes to second base. There you go.
And Wisman's out in left field, correct?
Yep. We'll get it in a minute. As Bellamy at the plate for Breathitt County, he'll take the first pitch from Jaden Holland for strike one, a breaking ball to hit the outside corner.
That had some movement on it.
It did. Bases loaded for the Bobcats, 2 outs as the 0-1 goes away for ball 1, 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the 1-1. Breaking ball that stays across the middle of the plate for strike 2. Good pitch. So 1-2 count to Bellamy. 2 outs, bases loaded. Breathitt County leads 4-0 here in the top half of inning number 1. As Jaden Holland going to step off. Bobcats have jumped on Wolfe County early. Jaden Holland with the sign he likes.
Yes, check that head.
Gets his grip, winds, delivers. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Big out as it gets Wolfe County out of the jam. But Breathitt County plates 4. They lead it 4-0 as we go to the bottom half of the first inning. We will take a 1-minute break. Be back in 1 minute. This is WJSN Sports.
Since 1962, Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson has been proud to serve the community. They care about the people of Breathitt County and are the only locally owned bank in the community. With 2 branches in Jackson and 1 in Beattyville, they're never too far away when you need them. And with the latest innovations in banking, keeping track of your finances has never been easier. Helping to grow Breathitt County as leaders for over 60 years. That's Citizens Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Sure, there's groundhogs and robins on the lawn, but you know spring is really here when the kids are back on the baseball diamond. And when your kids are ready to gear up for spring sports, it's time for Rose Brothers. At Rose Brothers, you'll find cleats for baseball, softball, and soccer, shin guards, shorts and tees, baseball pants too. Or if you're just ready to get back outside and enjoy the weather, check out the new spring athletic shoes and sandals. And you can always see what's new at our website, rosebros.com. Come see us at Rose Brothers, then we'll see you at the field.
Welcome back to Campton, Kentucky, as we go to the bottom half of inning number 1. Breathitt County with a 4-0 lead over the Wolfe County Wolves. And Wolfe County coming to the plate, as we'll run down their lineup real quick. Leading off is the center fielder, Fallon. Oliver's at first, batting second, and Wisman in left field, batting third. He was the starting pitcher for Wolfe County. Molan's in right. He'll bat cleanup. Boyles at third in the 5 spot. And the catcher, Wilson, will bat sixth. 7, 8, 9 this way. Evans at short. Jaden Holland, who's now on the mound for the Wolves. And then Jackson Holland at second for Wolfe County. Defensively this way for the Bobcats. Bellamy on the mound. Turner behind the plate. Third to first in order. Tincher, Combs, Howard, Cox. Left to right in order. Crisp, Stacy, and Holland, as Wolfe County going to try to cut into this lead that the Bobcats mounted in the top half of the first. But, you know, Bellamy has had to work his way back to full strength. Started off with some shoulder soreness at the start of the year. He's pitched some, but not as much as I think they were thinking he was going to before the season started. So here he is, however, feeling good, starting the championship game of the 55th district tournament. So, go ahead.
Well, it was probably the safe thing, because if he fooled around and agitated, then he might not even been able to pitch for he might have just had to play defense. And
right.
So this is when you really got to have it.
So Bellamy has his sign. He'll wind the first pitch to Fallon. It's a breaking ball. Took something off of it already to start, and it's strike 1. Wolfe County, one of those teams, they like to jump on the first pitch fastball. Bellamy had that one already planned, and there's the fastball in the outer half of the plate, taken for strike 2, and it's quickly an 0-2 count. Bellamy with that 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 3, and that's out number 1 here in the first. And that will bring Oliver to the plate. The first baseman had a very nice defensive play in the top of the first for the Wolves. Really saved a run.
Yes.
To get the out over at first. As it is, he's at the plate with bases empty and 1 down. Bellamy winds, delivers to the lefty, a swing and a miss for strike 1.
It's about hitting the mitt when they're starting to swing. He's definitely ahead of them.
Here's the Oliver steps out as Bellamy was getting ready to start his windup, so they'll do it all over again. Here's the 0-1 for Bellamy. Breaking ball that breaks just off the plate inside. Bellamy doesn't wait very long in between pitches, as the 1-1 going to be popped up shallow right field, but Stacy there to make it look easy for out number 2. I thought, man, that's in no man's land, but no, not for Stacy.
No, well, he just sprinted over and got underneath it and just sit and waited on it.
Yeah.
And that's just good where he gets a good jump on it. He's got plenty of time to get under it.
He reads the ball. It's not just that he has good speed, which he does. He gets a good read with the ball off the bat. As Wisman, another lefty in the lineup for Wolfe County, at the plate. 2 down, nobody on. He'll take the first pitch for ball 1.
And the bad thing about the lefty batters is that right and center field, that sun's coming right down on him. You can see him putting their
1-0 going to be fouled out of play.
But they'd have to get around on him too, though, wouldn't they?
They would.
So they might go opposite field anyways.
Got around on him a moment ago. Got it in the right center. So it's a 1-1 count at the plate to Wisman, who likes to go opposite field sometimes. Breaking ball that I'm not sure. Upstairs, I guess, for ball 2. 2 balls and a strike.
But where he's 6'4", you think the upstairs would be of allow a little
I mean,
more
that's
space.
maybe that's why I thought it was okay.
Yeah. Well, I did too, because I mean his strike zone.
2-1 taken, same spot for ball 3. 3 balls and a strike. But you have to adjust to the umpire. If the umpire has a space, the ball has to come in no matter who the batter is. You got to hit it. Here's the 3-1. Taken for strike 2. Runs the count full.
Well, Browning's called for a long time. He's done a lot of district ball games.
Payoff pitch. Right down the plate. Taken for strike 3. 3 up, 3 down for the Wolfe County Wolves in the bottom half of the first. We go to the top of the second. 4-0 Breathitt County. Due up for the Bobcats, 2, 3, 4. Combs, Tincher, and Howard. We will be back in 1 minute. Back in 1. This is WJSN Sports.
Since 1962, Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson has been proud to serve the community. They care about the people of Breathitt County and are the only locally owned bank in the community. With 2 branches in Jackson and 1 in Beattyville, they're never too far away when you need them. And with the latest innovations in banking, keeping track of your finances has never been easier. Helping to grow Breathitt County as leaders for over 60 years. That's Citizens Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Sure, there's groundhogs and robins on the lawn, but you know spring is really here when the kids are back on the baseball diamond. And when your kids are ready to gear up for spring sports, it's time for Rose Brothers. At Rose Brothers, you'll find cleats for baseball, softball, and soccer, shin guards, shorts and tees, baseball pants too. Or if you're just ready to get back outside and enjoy the weather, check out the new spring athletic shoes and sandals. And you can always see what's new at our website, rosebros.com. Come see us at Rose Brothers, then we'll see you at the field.
We go to the top half of inning number 2. Breathitt County leading Wolfe County 4-0. Due up for the Bobcats, 2, 3, 4 in the lineup. That's Combs, Tincher, and Howard. Breathitt County in the first inning went 4 runs on 6 hits. They did strand 3 runners, however. And Wolfe County in their half of the first, a 1-2-3 inning, as Bellamy was able to set them up and sit them down, I guess.
Right.
Combs leading off for the Bobcats here in the second.
We heard a few swing and misses. Swing and a miss.
Yep. And Combs, who had that bunt single in the top of the first, man, he couldn't have rolled that ball any better than he bunted it in that at bat. He'd take the first pitch here for a called strike.
Well, Wisman come off of the mound. You think bunt, you're going to run forward. And when he ran forward, he shot right by him. And then he had to stop and hit down the baseline to get it.
First baseman was charging. Second baseman was trying to cover. And, yeah, as Wilson going to go out and talk to his pitcher. Not sure. Mix up on signs or something to that effect, or maybe just a scouting report conversation there. Normally we throw this pitch in this situation. With this scouting report, we're going with a different pitch, that kind of stuff.
Right.
0-1 count to Combs, leading off the top of the second for the Bobcats. Holland winds, delivers. The 0-1's in the dirt outside. Taken for ball 1, count even at 1 ball and 1 strike. Jaden Holland with the 1-1. Ground ball back up the middle, and that's a leadoff single for the Bobcats. And they have had several hits go up the middle today as Breathitt County. Going back to the top of the first, they've started it off again here in the top of the second. as that'll bring Tincher to the plate. He had a big home run last year in the championship game against the Bobcats. It really, really broke that game open. It was 3-1 at that point. It made it 4-1. I think Breathitt County went on to win 6-1 or something to that effect as Tincher takes the first pitch inside for ball one. Holland from the stretch, sets at the chest, runner goes. Ball popped up. And that is sky high as Jackson Holland settles under, makes the catch for out number one.
If that would have went out, it probably would have went to the fence. But it just went straight up. But they're still contacting, though. I like that, wherever they hit that thing at.
So 1 out, 1 on still as Combs still over at first for Breathitt County. Bash Howard, who singled to left center in the first. Knocked in a run, scored one as well. First pitch swinging, going to foul it back out of play for strike one. You see a lot of first pitch breaking ball, which is what that was there. You know, you're seeing it at every level because, again, a lot of people like to jump on the first pitch fastball. They think, hey, I know this is going to be a fastball. I'm going after it. And so everybody's just keeping them off balance. As Jackson Holland sets, first 0-1 is taken for strike two. And Holland quickly ahead, no balls, 2 strikes. Holland was the winning pitcher in the first matchup between these two teams here at Wolfe County High School, or Wolfe County's high school baseball field. Not a big lead at first from Combs. As Holland sets, delivers upstairs for ball one. That's one of those pitches the Wolfe County fans are wanting that Breathitt County fans wanted in the last inning.
Right.
So 1-2 count as Holland with his sign. He'll check the runner, then set at the chest. Delivers. Taken for strike 3. I'm not sure if there was a lot of difference between that pitch and the previous pitch.
Honestly, that's just what I was thinking. It had to have been just a
little
bit
there,
to the right or left because it looked like it was at the same spot.
That one called a strike. The other one called a ball. Is that now 2 outs here in the second will bring the catcher Turner to the plate for Breathitt County. First pitch from Holland to Turner. A breaking ball. There you go. Taken for strike 1. So I guess you do that first time through the lineup. Next time through the lineup, you start them off with fastballs, right?
That must be what they're doing. Or going to do.
So, I mean, maybe you go up looking breaking ball first pitch. Here's the 0-1. Upstairs, the runner's going. Throw is in the dirt, and Combs in with the stolen base. It's a 1-1 count at the plate to Turner. Time call. Again, the breakaway bases, it's for safety issues, prevent shoulder injuries and things like that. So if you're sliding in, I guess one of the things you can do is literally just hug the base, and you can slide with it right in the center field, right?
Yeah.
I mean.
That would be the ideal thing to do.
There you go. 1-1 count at the plate, 2 outs. Runner now in scoring position for Breathitt County. They got everything set, and now Holland with his sign sets and delivers. Low and away for ball 2. 2 balls and a strike. Breathitt County with a 4-0 lead here in the top of the second. Leadoff man got on, then 2 straight outs, and now Breathitt County seeing if they can bring him home. This pitch going to be fouled back to the screen. Runs the count even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. 55th District Championship game. And tomorrow night we'll have another 55th District Championship game, only on the softball side. Same 2 schools, same time, start time at 6, as Turner's going to foul this one back out of play once again. Holland, 18 pitches now since coming in relief. He's thrown a complete inning. He threw a third of an inning, got the last out in the first, and the first 2 outs here in the second. 12 strikes, 6 out of the zone. Here's 2-2 break-even pitch in the dirt, and with the ball bouncing around, Combs will go to third on the wild pitch.
Yeah, Combs was alert because as soon as that hit his glove and come out of it, he was gone.
Count full with 2 outs. Holland going to go from the windup. Payoff pitch. Fouled off. Got it right on the end of the bat. Keeps the at-bat going. And for those that really like baseball, they're going to be a 10:30 start in the morning. University of Kentucky, their first game in the SEC tournament, taking on LSU. A payoff pitch, breaking ball, hit the outside corner, taken for strike 3. Good pitch from Holland. And Breathitt County will strand a runner as we go to the bottom half of inning number 2. Bobcats lead it 4-0, due up for Wolfe County. 4, 5, 6 in the lineup. Molans, Voiles, and Wilson. We will be back in 1 minute. Back in 1. This is WJSN Sports.
Since 1962, Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson has been proud to serve the community. They care about the people of Breathitt County and are the only locally owned bank in the community. With 2 branches in Jackson and 1 in Beattyville, they're never too far away when you need them. And with the latest innovations in banking, keeping track of your finances has never been easier. Helping to grow Breathitt County as leaders for over 60 years. That's Citizens Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Sure, there's groundhogs and robins on the lawn, but you know spring is really here when the kids are back on the baseball diamond. And when your kids are ready to gear up for spring sports, it's time for Rose Brothers. At Rose Brothers, you'll find cleats for baseball, softball, and soccer, shin guards, shorts and tees, baseball pants too. Or if you're just ready to get back outside and enjoy the weather, check out the new spring athletic shoes and sandals. And you can always see what's new at our website, rosebros.com. Come see us at Rose Brothers, then we'll see you at the field.
We go to the bottom half of inning number 2. Breathitt County leading Wolfe County 4-0. As I believe they're changing out second base. See one of the coaches carrying the old second base away. Put a new one down. As due up for Wolfe County here in the bottom of the second. 4, 5, 6 in the lineup. That's Molans, Voiles, and Wilson as they look to get something going against the Breathitt County Bobcats. And Isaac Bellamy. Bellamy had a 1-2-3 bottom of the first. He would love to have another 1-2-3 inning here in the bottom of the second.
Keep his pitch count low.
Yep, he's thrown 12 so far. Breathitt County did strand another runner in the top of the second. They've now stranded 4, but they've scored 4 runs on 7 hits. Again, all of that to this point in the top of the first. As Molans will lead it off for Wolfe County. Region tournament did get the dates for the regional tournaments next week. The baseball tournament at Knott Central. They will play the first round in its entirety on Monday with the semifinals on Wednesday, championship game Friday. And the softball will split their first round games as the first pitch to Molans. Breaking ball upstairs, taken for ball 1. Anyway, softball will play first round games on Monday and Tuesday with semifinals on Thursday and championship on Saturday. Softball is at Perry Central. This ball hammered into right center field. That ball is
over.
Gone.
First pitch, first hit.
Molans gets Wolfe County on the board. But if you're Breathitt County, what you take out of that, nobody was on.
That's just what I was going to say. If anything that you can take good from it, but nobody on.
Yeah, solo home runs only account for the 1 run. Breathitt County still leads it 4-1. But if you're Wolfe County, you say, hey, that's the first hit of the night. Shows we can do something. See if they can get the bats going now and see if Bellamy can answer. As Voiles at the plate now for the Wolves, and the first pitch, outside corner, taken for strike 1. As the 0-1, a breaking ball away for ball one. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the 1-1. Swing and a miss for strike 2.
Seemed like that just curved right around the bat.
It might have been a slider or just even a cut fastball.
So did it just like it wrapped right around that bat.
Here's the 1-2 from Bellamy. Going to be lifted foul, out of play. For count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes.
The more pitch they see, though, they're going to get that timing down.
Well, the trick is to throw enough off speeds. You work it up, you work it down. And this one's going to be off the plate for ball 2, evens the count at 2-2. And if you can work that off-speed pitch with the fastball, you can be very effective and really keep the timing off. Break-even pitch from Bellamy. Breaking ball that goes long away. Ball 3.
Full count.
Had too much break that time. And for those that pay attention to Major League Baseball, he really had the spin going on that one, and that's what caused that break to go too far. This one up and in, ball 4. So a home run to start the inning and then a walk, and Wolfe County has a runner at first, nobody out. 4-1 Breathitt County. Isaac Bellamy will have to go from the stretch for the first time this evening. See how aggressive Wolfe County will be with Voiles at first.
And they're not a stranger.
They like to run.
Coming from behind, yes.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, they did it against Breathitt already once this year. As Bellamy will check the runner at first and sets. Delivers a strike right across the heart of the plate. Hear the wind blowing. Breeze coming through a little bit. The 0-1 pitch.
2.
Outside corner for strike 2.
Just a little bit lower. That was.
Now let's see if he comes back with some kind of an off-speed breaking pitch. Go to a breaking ball. There it is. Up the middle. Can they roll it? No, they cannot. They'll have to settle for 1 at first. As they throw to second, he's back safely.
Aiden stayed calm. The ball come up out of his glove, and he still picked it up when he couldn't get it to second and just tossed it over to first.
Well, and yeah, absolutely. Good job getting the out. And gives your pitcher a chance to pitch around a runner in scoring position. Otherwise, if you panic, don't get the out at first, it's 2-1, still nobody out. So Evans at the plate for Wolfe County. Runner out at second. He's swinging a miss. The first pitch for strike 1.
He's throwing the heat on the first the 2 that he sent. Well, I think he did it with Jaden, with the Molans kid, but he just sent it over the.
It was a 1-0 pitch that he hit out.
Yeah.
The first pitch was a breaking ball that went outside. As the 0-1 here upstairs for ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Is that true? The faster it comes in, faster it goes out?
Yes. Here's the 1-1. Upstairs, ball 2. 2 balls and a strike. Yeah, it is. Well, I mean, and you look at physics and all that stuff because you've got a ball coming at one speed and a bat coming at it at another speed, and when it hits, it ricochets off at a higher speed. So there you go. For those that say you don't use it in real life, there you are. His ball's hit deep right field.
Well.
That ball is gone.
And he's not a very big kid either, is he? He don't have a lot of weight behind him. And if you would mark that, there couldn't have been 10 feet between the 2 home runs, was it?
No.
I mean, they just about identical.
Opposite field.
Right.
And that's one of those that if you've got a changeup, you don't necessarily have to throw a curveball in, but if you've just got a changeup and change about 10 miles per hour off of that fastball, get them off balance and start them off with, maybe you go slider away that breaks, and then you come back with the inside changeup, and then you hit them with a fastball in the outer half. It's the fastballs that they're hitting out.
Right.
Okay? So maybe, and I said fastball inner half, maybe actually switch that to a fastball inner half and force them to get around on it, because right now they're just throwing the bat out, and the ball I mean, when you're throwing that hard, and if you just make good contact, sometimes the ball's going to go even farther. So there you go. I'm no coach.
But no, that's a good strategy. Yeah, I don't know if I'd throw very many fastballs at them two fellas anymore.
If I'm throwing fastballs, I'm coming in up on the hands.
Right.
And I'm not saying you're hitting anybody. You want to keep it on the plate, and then you want them to see the slider away. Maybe next time you start with the slider over the middle of the plate and it breaks away, and they're thinking they're going to hit another one out.
Right.
So use aggressiveness against them. Still one out, bases empty now. 4-3, Breathitt County's lead is 1. As Jaden Holland at the plate, he'll take the first pitch upstairs for ball 1. Bellamy has his sign, winds the 1-0. Outside corner for strike 1, 1 ball, 1 strike. You look ahead to the top of the third. Breathitt County will have 6, 7, 8 in the lineup. Here's a ground ball up the middle. Good play by Combs to get to it. Did he hurt his knee? That looked like his cleat got caught. He's a little slow getting up.
Yeah, and he just flipped. I mean, he turned a somersault.
He seems to be okay. That's going to be a hit.
Because that was a really nice. I mean, he got that ball.
It looked like he was going to get the out.
Yeah, he was just coming up the throw, and the next thing I know, he was tumbling.
His momentum, and that's why I say hopefully he didn't hurt his knee, because his momentum was carrying him over. His spike caught in the ground, and it flipped him.
Yeah.
As they're going to get a courtesy runner in for Wolfe County. It's number 5, Freeman.
Because he came from the shortstop position pretty deep, right over top of second to pick that thing up.
Yeah, and had he not somersaulted back over, very good chance he gets the out at first.
And they needed that. Because now during ball season, it was his arm, though, wasn't it? Yes. He broke his arm.
Maybe.
Middle school season. So I was thinking knee. I thought, oh, man.
I'm glad he's okay. Looks to be all right, staying in the ball game at the moment. As Jackson Holland at the plate for Wolfe County.
I say he's more frustrated at himself.
For the people who are behind the fence looking for that home run ball, they're not where it was. It landed just right of the light pole.
380, yes.
Here's the first pitch to Holland. A check swing. He went. They said strike 1.
Yeah, first baseman shaking his head, yes.
He called it at the plate, too, so. Bellamy has a sign he likes. He'll go from the stretch with the 0-1, a swing and a miss for strike 2, and it's quickly an 0-2 count to Jackson Holland at the plate. The 0-2 outside, taken for ball 1, off the plate outside. Bellamy delivers the 1-2 pitch to the plate, a breaking ball, got him chasing it, and it's a swing and a miss for strike 3, out number 2, but Wolfe County will roll it around to the top of the lineup. As Fallen, who struck out in the first, coming to the plate with a runner at first and 2 outs. Bellamy. Right. Off speed there, got him out in front for strike 1.
He was trying to pull it back.
Bellamy delivers the 0-1, a swing and a miss for strike 2, and there's what an off-speed pitch will do for you. It makes that fastball go a lot quicker, and they just don't pick it up as fast. Even though you're throwing it at the same speed as you had been, it appears quicker. Here's the 0-2. Foul tip goes off of the umpire. Still no balls, 2 strikes. Runner at first, 2 outs. Wolfe County's plated 3 here in the second. It is Breathitt County 4, Wolfe County 3. 55th District Championship game, as they give the umpire a chance to kind of shake it off a little bit.
Yeah, when it hit ricocheted 2 or 3 times. That was wild.
Browning standing there like, let's go, guys.
Yeah. I've had this happen 5 or 8 times.
Yeah, it's not the
before.
first time it's done this.
Well, he mixed up his pitches the last couple ones here, so he must have heard what you said.
Here's the 0-2. Breaking ball stayed up this time, and a swing and a miss for strike 3 as Wolfe County will strand a runner. They plate 3, though, in the second. Breathitt County's lead is 1 at 4-3. Due up for the Bobcats in the top of the third. 6, 7, 8. Cox, Holland, and Bird. We will be back in 1 minute. Back in 1. This is WJSN Sports.
Since 1962, Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson has been proud to serve the community. They care about the people of Breathitt County and are the only locally owned bank in the community. With 2 branches in Jackson and 1 in Beattyville, they're never too far away when you need them. And with the latest innovations in banking, keeping track of your finances has never been easier. Helping to grow Breathitt County as leaders for over 60 years. That's Citizens Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Sure, there's groundhogs and robins on the lawn, but you know spring is really here when the kids are back on the baseball diamond. And when your kids are ready to gear up for spring sports, it's time for Rose Brothers. At Rose Brothers, you'll find cleats for baseball, softball, and soccer, shin guards, shorts and tees, baseball pants too. Or if you're just ready to get back outside and enjoy the weather, check out the new spring athletic shoes and sandals. And you can always see what's new at our website, rosebros.com. Come see us at Rose Brothers, then we'll see you at the field.
As we go to the top of inning number 3, Breathitt County with a 4-3 lead. It was 4-0. Wolfe County answered with a 3 spot off a couple of home runs in the bottom of the second. The Bobcats a chance here to come back, see if they can answer with 6, 7, 8 in the lineup coming to the plate. That's Cox, Holland, and Bird coming to the plate for Breathitt County. So far, four runs, 7 hits, 4 stranded for Breathitt County. For Wolfe County, 3 runs, 3 hits, 1 stranded. They've not had very many people on base. They had a solo home run. They got a man on, and then had a 2-run home run. That's their 3 runs. Breathitt County scored all 4 runs after loading the bases in the top of the first.
Yeah, that at bat for Breathitt took so long. It seemed like this game's extended into some length already just due to a long first inning there.
It can. As Cox to lead it off for the Bobcats here in the third. Jaden Holland on the mound for Wolfe County. Starting pitcher was Wisman. Breathitt County chased him with 2 outs in the first. As the first pitch from Holland to Cox is taken for strike 1.
Holland's done a good job since he's come in.
Well, like I said earlier, he got the win in the first matchup between these 2 schools. As Holland winds the 0-1, Cox will pop this foul out of play for strike 2. Holland, another one of those pitchers that jumps ahead early in the count, and he's ahead here, 0-2. And a swing and a miss for strike 3 on the 0-2 pitch, and it's 1 up, 1 down for Breathitt County in the third. Baseball, a game of momentum, and it can flip on a dime, and it's done that here. Breathitt County with all the momentum through the first inning and a half, and then Wolfe County picked it up in the second as Holland at the plate now for Breathitt County. Grounded out the first in his first at bat, swing and a miss here for strike 1. That was a nice play by Oliver to rob Holland of what could have been an RBI single. As Holland squares the bunt, pulls back, takes strike 2. Jaden Holland has his sign. He'll wind the 0-2 pitch. In the dirt. They say he went around. Couldn't tell from my angle. And that's out number 2. And we'll bring Bird to the plate. He was hit by a pitch in the first inning. He would love to get a 2-out rally going here for Breathitt County. Top of the third, Bobcats lead it by 1, 4-3. As Holland winds, delivers, taken for strike 1. Holland will wind the 0-1. Breaking ball comes across the middle of the plate, taken for strike 2. Locked the knees that time, the breaking ball did. So an 0-2 count. Holland again ahead of the batters. No balls, 2 strikes. Takes a deep breath, winds the 0-2. Breaking ball, low and away, taken for ball 1. 30 pitches for Holland, 22 for strikes thus far since he's coming to game. So he's keeping the ball right around the zone.
Fishing.
Here's the 1-2. Low and away for ball 2.
Pretty well the same pitch that he just threw. The bird stayed off of it.
Wouldn't be totally surprised to see him come back to it. Just maybe bring it a little more in on the plate and then break it low across the plate. Here's break-even pitch. Slider that went just off for ball 3.
If everyone went just to the right of the catcher, he had to pull his glove out to
They're
the right.
working Breathitt County away every pitch. Pretty well every batter. Here's the payoff pitch. As I say that one gets fouled off the fist.
Yeah, they come right at him.
Holland with the sign. Payoff pitch to the plate.
Oh.
Breaking ball up the middle. It'll get through for a 2-out single for the Bobcats.
A little shortstop for Wolfe Evans there. I'm telling you, he covers a lot of ground. He was diving over second base trying to stop that. Covers a lot of ground.
So Breathitt County with the 2-out single. Gets a runner at first. Kind of breaks the groove a little bit that Holland had been in. Make him work from the stretch now. Bird, not much of a lead over at first base. His first pitch to Stacy is upstairs, taken for ball 1. Holland had given up a hit to start the top of the second, then retired the next 3, and then the first 2 of the third. So he'd retired 5 straight before that hit by Bird. Stacy trying to help the Bobcats roll it to the top of the lineup as Bellamy in the on-deck circle. There's the 1-0 from Holland. Going to be fouled back out of play for strike 1, and the count even at 1 ball, 1 strike. 4-3, Breathitt County leads it by 1 here in the top of the third. As Holland didn't like that baseball, throws it away. Says, give me another one.
He had him, the last pitch he made him exchange it.
Bird just a couple of steps off the bag over at first as Holland sets, comes to the plate, and Stacy will foul the 1-1 pitch back out of play for strike 2. The thing here you're doing if you're Breathitt County, at the very least, you're making Holland work a little bit harder than otherwise he would have.
Right. Yeah, if they keep calling balls, he's going to have to bring it across the plate, and hopefully they can hit that thing.
Yep.
It just being the second, he's got quite a few pitches to pitch yet. So
he checks the runner, then sets, and a swing and a miss by Stacy for strike 3. As we go to the bottom half of the third, Breathitt County strands the runner. Still 4-3, Breathitt County leads. Due up for Wolfe County, 2-3-4. Oliver, Wisman, and Molans. We will be back in 1 minute. Back in 1. This is WJSN Sports.
Since 1962, Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson has been proud to serve the community. They care about the people of Breathitt County and are the only locally owned bank in the community. With 2 branches in Jackson and 1 in Beattyville, they're never too far away when you need them. And with the latest innovations in banking, keeping track of your finances has never been easier. Helping to grow Breathitt County as leaders for over 60 years. That's Citizens Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Sure, there's groundhogs and robins on the lawn, but you know spring is really here when the kids are back on the baseball diamond. And when your kids are ready to gear up for spring sports, it's time for Rose Brothers. At Rose Brothers, you'll find cleats for baseball, softball, and soccer, shin guards, shorts and tees, baseball pants too. Or if you're just ready to get back outside and enjoy the weather, check out the new spring athletic shoes and sandals. And you can always see what's new at our website, rosebros.com. Come see us at Rose Brothers, then we'll
We go to the bottom of the third as Gimme Three Steps plays across the speakers behind us. Due up for Wolfe County, 2-3-4 in the lineup. That's Oliver, Wisman, and Molans as Wolfe County trying to tie the game up here in the bottom of the third inning. 4-3, Bobcats lead. Breathitt County 4 runs in the top of the first. Wolfe County 3 runs in the bottom of the second. The second time through the lineup for the Wolves, as we'll see how Breathitt County adjusts to this second trip through. Molans had the leadoff home run for Wolfe County in the second. Then coming up was Evans with the 2-run home run to bring Wolfe County within 1. And Bellamy will see at the very least Molans this inning. So we'll see how the Bobcats adjust and switch pitches, maybe change some approach, if you will. As left-handed Oliver flied out to center field in his first at-bat, takes the first pitch here for strike one, and the umpire turns and looks at the press box because that music was playing a little late. Bellamy has his sign, winds the 0-1. Skips in the dirt for ball one. 1 ball, 1 strike.
So I say Robbie made a nice stop, but there wasn't
nobody's on. It's good practice, though. 1-1 count at the plate to Oliver. Bellamy winds, delivers upstairs for ball 2. 2-1 the count. Here's the 2-1 for Bellamy. It'll be lifted foul, third base side, but we'll make it out of play for strike 2. Count goes even at 2 balls, 2 strikes.
For the regular season, Oliver's batted like .424, so he's faced many a batter being up at the top of the lineup and hits the ball well.
Here's the break-even pitch from Bellamy. Taken for strike 3. Couldn't tell, some type of a breaking ball. Couldn't tell exactly what that was. Either way, he took something off of it, hit the outer half, and that's out number 1 here in the third for Wolfe County. Brings Wisman to the plate. A strikeout victim in his first at-bat back in the first. Up with 1 out, base is empty. And he'll take the first pitch for strike 1. Bellamy going to work quickly. Already with the 0-1 wound, delivered, and a swing and a miss for strike 2. Bellamy, the 0-2 pitch. Ground ball to short. Combs fields this one cleanly to throw to first in time for out number 2.
Robbie Turner comes up out of the crowds and throws out helmet and heads down that first baseline just in case.
I think is he trying to get his steps in? Is that the?
Yeah.
I'm just playing. No, there's a lot of foul ball territory here at Wolfe County High School down the first baseline, so you've got to have somebody out there to try to back up those throws. As Molans 1 for 1 with the home run. Run scored, RBI from the home run.
Throw him a fastball?
Let's probably start him off with a breaking ball inside. Or a fastball low and away.
I didn't think he would, but he's going to keep it low. He's going to make him earn this one.
Yep. As the 1-0 taken for strike 1. Count even at a ball and a strike. Here's the 1-1 pitch.
Low again.
Did he go? They say nope.
First
ball 2.
Says nope.
2 balls and a strike, 2 outs, nobody on. Molans at the plate for Wolfe County. Already the home run. Got the scoring started in the second for the Wolves. As Bellamy winds the 2-1. Breaking ball. Got him out in front of that one. Swing and a miss for strike 2.
They need to get this one. Go in and bat a little bit.
I would agree with you on that one.
Extend on this lead.
Break-even pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Good call, Coach. And that's out number 3. 3 up, 3 down for Wolfe County in the third. We go to the top of the fourth. Breathitt County leads at 4-3 over Wolfe County. Due up for the Bobcats. 1, 2, 3. Bellamy, Combs, and Tincher. Back in 1 minute. This is WJSN Sports.
Since 1962, Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson has been proud to serve the community. They care about the people of Breathitt County and are the only locally owned bank in the community. With 2 branches in Jackson and 1 in Beattyville, they're never too far away when you need them. And with the latest innovations in banking, keeping track of your finances has never been easier. Helping to grow Breathitt County as leaders for over 60 years. That's Citizens Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Sure, there's groundhogs and robins on the lawn, but you know spring is really here when the kids are back on the baseball diamond. And when your kids are ready to gear up for spring sports, it's time for Rose Brothers. At Rose Brothers, you'll find cleats for baseball, softball, and soccer, shin guards, shorts and tees, baseball pants too. Or if you're just ready to get back outside and enjoy the weather, check out the new spring athletic shoes and sandals. And you can always see what's new at our website, rosebros.com. Come see us at Rose Brothers, then we'll see you at the field.
Definitely want to thank the sponsors for being sponsors and providing this for us. And if you're out and about, go visit them and spend some money there because they're doing this for the kids.
As YouTube channel is our YouTube Live presented by Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson. They are the title sponsor for the YouTube channel. We also thank Rose Brothers, the other sponsor on the YouTube channel for us. So if you see them out, tell them you appreciate it. If you're listening to the radio, we've got several more on the radio as well. Both of those on the radio too. But we've got quite a few other sponsors on the radio broadcast. So if you're listening on the radio and you hear those, thank them as you're out. So Bellamy will lead off the top of the 4th for Breathitt County. Bobcats lead it 4-3. Breathitt County trying to see if they get something going.
Conversation there at the
Breathitt County trying to make sure they keep everybody back. Wolfe County trying to keep all their players back too. I think maybe the discussion is what's for supper?
Yes. Beef's for supper.
Umpires coming, chasing everybody back. Coach is chasing everybody back. Tell them to get to the dugouts.
They were just probably talking about what they were going to do after the game.
I mean,
and everybody wanted to come and join the conversation.
What was that Joey Votto said that one time that he and that catcher were having a conversation about the currency exchange between Canada and the United States or something like that? As Bellamy leading off the top of the 4th for Breathitt County takes the first pitch for a called strike.
Yeah, I don't know if it was that deep of a conversation, but I'm sure it wasn't much.
Of course, Votto from Canada. That's why he said that. Here's the 0-1 from Holland. Breaking ball.
Right up the middle.
It's a ground ball up the middle. Evans throws the first. Oh.
Man.
As Bellamy having to be held back. Some other players being held back too.
Did they not understand that if they carry on?
They just threw somebody out, and it may have been one from each team. It may have been one from each team.
Yeah, I don't understand that because this is not a regular season game. This is a district ball game.
And it affects the region.
The region, yeah. Then this comes into the region.
All right, we'll sort this out. Back to the station for 1 minute. Back in 1. This is WJSN Sports.
Since 1962, Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson has been proud to serve the community. They care about the people of Breathitt County and are the only locally owned bank in the community. With 2 branches in Jackson and 1 in Beattyville, they're never too far away when you need them. And with the latest innovations in banking, keeping track of your finances has never been easier. Helping to grow Breathitt County as leaders for over 60 years. That's Citizens Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Sure, there's groundhogs and robins on the lawn, but you know spring is really here when the kids are back on the baseball diamond. And when your kids are ready to gear up for spring sports, it's time for Rose Brothers. At Rose Brothers, you'll find cleats for baseball, softball, and soccer, shin guards, shorts and tees, baseball pants too. Or if you're just ready to get back outside and enjoy the weather, check out the new spring athletic shoes and sandals. And you can always see what's new at our website, rosebros.com. Come see us at Rose Brothers, then we'll see you at...
We have it, Jacksons. I'm not sure what or who at this point. I want to say the catcher for Wolfe County and then Bellamy for Breathitt County. But that...
It's on you, Eddie. Did a good job for Hazard, Eddie.
Fans behind us letting their feelings be known from both sides. No repeats of anything being said.
Well, I wish that they had let it go. I mean, they had come up there. I wish they'd have let it win. I mean, mouthing's one thing, but.
Well, I honestly thought the coaches had done a pretty good job of holding people back.
And there was just a few that was saying much. Some of the kids were, on both teams were standing, but there really wasn't any, but just a couple even saying anything.
So I want to say Oliver is now catching for Wolfe County. Westman goes to right field. Who is the sub in left field for Wolfe County?
Let's see, Westman goes to second, and I can't.
Oh, Westman's at second.
Yes.
Oliver. So I think Jackson Holland is going to be the catcher. Okay, Jackson Holland will be the catcher.
What are you doing, Creech?
Okay. Okay, I don't know what's going on. More stuff being said. This one is between coaching staff.
Yeah, and they're really, I mean, there should always be officers. They need to have several.
They've got it. They've got it.
Yeah.
They've got it. Somebody's out. Okay. It won't be too much longer. I could see him clearing the fans out.
Yeah. Yeah. Because when it comes down to it, it's the kids. It's the kids' game.
Yeah.
I mean, they're the ones going to either go or not go to the.
And I'm still quiet here. I don't know what's being said. I probably don't want to know what's being said, to be honest with you.
No.
I know the situation will be one out, bases empty here in the top of the fourth. Breathitt County's going to call a team meeting. Wolfe County's going to call a team meeting. What's the deal? Going to have a meeting of the umpires. And I got to stand up. My knees are hurting. I'm not trying to get in it, I promise.
Come here, Steve.
No, thank you. It's not worth it for me.
No.
Either way, Breathitt County has a 4-3 lead here in the top of the fourth with one out, bases empty. They've got all the teams congregated. I could see them separating some people soon. Two coaches are going out from Breathitt County's dugout.
Yeah, that's the assistant principal. That's Matthew Minix and David Kyle. So I saw them go in even.
You got the principal out there for Breathitt County as well.
Yeah, they got out there pretty quick. When it started, they got out there. Because Breathitt had quite a few administration and coaches, taking care of their kids, getting back.
Well, they've not played enough innings to let this be a full game yet.
No.
You're in the top of the fourth. Let's see if we can get an idea of what's going on as far as ejections. I'm talking about players. We're not going to go anything beyond that. I believe Wolfe County's catcher was ejected. I did see that.
Because when they come back out, Holland had taken that spot.
Correct.
So, but I couldn't tell from, because Breathitt's bunch was in the dugout, so I couldn't tell.
So we'll see here if there's going to be a continuation or what's going down, what's going on. If we can get some information, we'll pass that along as quickly as we can. Hey, you're watching and listening to WJSN. Sometimes you never know what you'll see, what you'll get.
No.
Hopefully they'll be able to continue here. Breathitt County has players with helmets on and bats in their hands and that kind of thing.
The helmets is one, yeah.
Yeah, well, yeah, they're not.
But
they're not
it seems like everything's calmed down.
Yeah,
the kids, I've watched looking at Wolves, and
they seem to be calmer than they were. It's a good thing.
Yeah.
See if we can get information. Let's send it back to the station for another 1 minute break. Back in 1 minute. Hopefully we'll have more information. Back in one. This is WJSN Sports.
Since 1962, Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson has been proud to serve the community. They care about the people of Breathitt County and are the only locally owned bank in the community. With 2 branches in Jackson and 1 in Beattyville, they're never too far away when you need them. And with the latest innovations in banking, keeping track of your finances has never been easier. Helping to grow Breathitt County as leaders for over 60 years. That's Citizens Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Sure, there's groundhogs and robins on the lawn, but you know spring is really here when the kids are back on the baseball diamond. And when your kids are ready to gear up for spring sports, it's time for Rose Brothers. At Rose Brothers, you'll find cleats for baseball, softball, and soccer, shin guards, shorts and tees, baseball pants too. Or if you're just ready to get back outside and enjoy the weather, check out the new spring athletic shoes and sandals. And you can always see what's new at our website, rosebros.com. Come see us at Rose Brothers, then we'll see you at the field.
We're back at Wolfe County High School Baseball Complex. Again, waiting to see if we can get information as far as what's going on. The umpire's still in a committee meeting with administration from Breathitt County and Wolfe County High Schools. Don't know. Again, some of Breathitt County players are ready to go to the plate to get their at-bats. Wolfe County's team's in their dugout. Rest of Breathitt's team's in their dugout. Let's see if we can get some information on what's going on. If I can get one of the members of the coaching staff. I think John Couch went over to see if he could get some info for us. I know we had a couple of people escorted out on Breathitt's side. I don't know about the player situation, but I believe one Wolfe County player ejected. I want to say one Breathitt player ejected.
Isaac.
So Bellamy is ejected for Breathitt County. Wilson ejected for Wolfe County. And let's see if they're going to let him play. Still waiting for the discussion to break.
Hopefully they'll let them play. I see a couple Wolfe County administration on their dugout too. Hopefully they'll just keep plenty of people in the dugout and let these kids finish playing.
Well, like I said earlier, it's not unheard of for them to say, okay, we're going to finish this game without fans.
Yeah.
But have not made any motions to that effect yet, anyway.
I would think if they get to playing and fans continue to talk a little bit, because
I think they're going to. Here, we may get an announcement.
Their
right
AD had come out to talk to the fans, and then it didn't.
They cut the music. Got to see if the person controlling the music's around it. There she goes. She's turning it down. She's got it. I believe we're going to get an announcement. We'll see what the announcement is.
On a good note, I look back behind us here against the wall, and I see a young man, Corey Combs.
It's good to see him, man.
Yeah, a couple of weeks ago during a ball game, actually during against the Wolfe and Breathitt, was in an automobile accident, and a lot of prayers went up for those three young men, and look and see him out, and he's smiling like he always does.
There's more law enforcement on the way to the field. We'll be here shortly. Any further altercations from either team will result in the fans leaving the field and the players finishing the game.
Yeah, there you go. So any more altercations, fans are gone, players will finish. I told you it's not unheard of for that to happen.
No, I understand it because, this could go on for an hour or two to get back out there and start. So,
and there's more law enforcement on the way, and I believe that may be what they're waiting for to continue the game.
Yeah, I don't blame them. I'd wait a little bit in that way.
You know, when I left the house earlier today, I kind of told my wife, I said, I'll probably be home around the same time I was last night. I got home around 9:30 or so last night. 7:30 right now. I may not make it home by 9:30 at the rate we're going.
I was going to water my garden. I guess I'll do it with the flashlight now.
Yeah, it happens. Oh, well. So, I would say let's take an extended break, but we can't. We're live on YouTube, so there you go.
The superintendent, Kenny Bell, got up there, and he was the one that relayed that message to everybody to behave or
exit.
Yes. Well, I remember he could flat shoot that ball. Bell and Johnson and Bird. If they'd had 3-pointers back then, we probably would have won the state. I'm telling you, they boys could shoot it from half court. All three of them. They was all dangerous.
I don't remember those days.
I do. They played Hazard, but it was actually the regional turn. It's set. When they rotated it, and it was at Knott County.
Yeah.
And then about a week before the regional tournament, which I guess during the district tournament, it goes to Hazard. Crazy stuff. I don't know if it's ever done that before.
It just happens.
And it went to Hazard, and Hazard ended up winning it. But they didn't have 3-pointers at the time. I just heard about that. I didn't know. No, I actually went and watched
Like I said, I don't remember those days. I know nothing about those days. I'm old enough as it is, and we'll leave it at that.
I'm old as dirt.
No. I've said for years, you're not old till you're 95.
There you go.
So you got a little ways to go. I don't know how many more years, but
5 or 8. No,
yeah.
I've got a few.
Yeah. Well,
it's just a number, though. I still feel.
If you're just tuning in, wondering, hey, why is the game not going on? Let's just say there were extracurricular activities going on inside of the extracurricular activities.
The hell will they do this? Isaac was up to bat. A pitch had never been thrown.
He got out.
Yes.
Ball,
okay.
Ground ball, they threw him out at first.
I got tore up. I forgot. That's right, because he slid in, and that's when it really started. Yes.
Yep.
I got you.
So it'll be Aiden Combs at the plate when play resumes. I'm going to assume McCorder is the new left fielder for Wolfe County. Looking at it, he was the one that hadn't played a whole lot. Had played a whole lot of left field, but wasn't in the lineup tonight. Is how I meant to say.
Right.
And so I'm going to go ahead and pencil him in. Wisman is at second base.
Wolf's a whole lot like Brett. Those kids, they interchange. You're liable to see Bash. I mean,
Yeah,
third,
they multiple
short,
positions.
second.
That's kind of the way it goes. But anyway,
Yeah.
if you're just tuning in, I was getting into that. We had some extracurriculars happen. Then player from each side ejected, and a couple of people on Breathitt's side escorted out. And the fans have been warned that any more altercations of any kind in any way will result in all of the fans being removed from the premises and the game resumed with just the players, coaches, and umpires.
Will that put us out too? I haven't said
We're not a
anything.
fan. I mean, we are, but we're technically media.
Yeah.
So
We
I would
wanna stay
imagine
and
we
watch
would be allowed to
this.
stay.
Yes.
But while we've got another minute or two, let's take a 2-minute break this time. Back in 2 minutes. This is WJSN Sports.
Since 1962, Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson has been proud to serve the community. They care about the people of Breathitt County and are the only locally owned bank in the community. With 2 branches in Jackson and 1 in Beattyville, they're never too far away when you need them. And with the latest innovations in banking, keeping track of your finances has never been easier. Helping to grow Breathitt County as leaders for over 60 years. That's Citizens Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Sure, there's groundhogs and robins on the lawn, but you know spring is really here when the kids are back on the baseball diamond. And when your kids are ready to gear up for spring sports, it's time for Rose Brothers. At Rose Brothers, you'll find cleats for baseball, softball, and soccer, shin guards, shorts and tees, baseball pants too. Or if you're just ready to get back outside and enjoy the weather, check out the new spring athletic shoes and sandals. And you can always see what's new at our website, rosebros.com. Come see us at Rose Brothers, then we'll see you at the field.
Since 1962, Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson has been proud to serve the community. They care about the people of Breathitt County and are the only locally owned bank in the community. With 2 branches in Jackson and 1 in Beattyville, they're never too far away when you need them. And with the latest innovations in banking, keeping track of your finances has never been easier. Helping to grow Breathitt County as leaders for over 60 years. That's Citizens Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Sure, there's groundhogs and robins on the lawn, but you know spring is really here when the kids are back on the baseball diamond. And when your kids are ready to gear up for spring sports, it's time for Rose Brothers. At Rose Brothers, you'll find cleats for baseball, softball, and soccer, shin guards, shorts and tees, baseball pants too. Or if you're just ready to get back outside and enjoy the weather, check out the new spring athletic shoes and sandals. And you can always see what's new at our website, rosebros.com. Come see us at Rose Brothers, then we'll see you at the field.
We get ready to get play resumed. And, John, I saw number 25 going into left field for Wolfe County just a minute ago. I had said it was McWhorter. Let me check the picture of the lineup here to see. 25 is actually David Brown. And it'll be Combs at the plate for Breathitt County with 1 out, and the base is empty. He'll take the first pitch for ball 1. So Combs then Tincher as Holland winds the 1-0 inside for ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes. You know, being the pitcher on the mound when something like this happens is harder than being the pitcher in the dugout. Of course, Breathitt will have to come with a new pitcher as Holland slips and falls, releasing that pitch, and it's low, taken for ball 3. Hey, we had an upset in district play last night. Leslie County defeated Perry Central over in the 54th district, 4-2.
Oh, man. Yeah.
So it'll be Leslie and Hazard coming out of that district as Holland winds the 3-0 to Combs for Breathitt County, and it's low and in the dirt outside, ball 4. So a 1-out walk issued to Combs, and that'll bring Tincher to the plate for the Bobcats.
He's got a good eye in his patience. He just doesn't chase. He hardly ever chases a bad pitch.
Good ball
I mean,
player.
he just, to be so young.
Yes.
But he lives just up above me, so he's from Belcher Fork, so I'll
So
brag
you're
on
saying
him.
you had something to do with
No,
that?
but I've
Okay.
heard pinging. I've heard him hit that ball since he was probably 4 or 5 years old.
It comes honest to his whole family, good ball players. uncle, mom, dad, every one of them. As first pitch to Tincher, swinging a miss for strike one. Combs going on the pitch. He's safe with the stolen base. With a runner out at second now for the Bobcats, one out, and an 0-1 count at the plate.
It's like deja vu of a few inning ago.
Second inning.
Yeah. Gets on first, steals, has to clean the plate off, or the base.
Oh, they've got to reattach it. Again, it's the breakaway bases. So with a breakaway base, how do you treat an overslide when the base breaks away and they slide? How do you?
Like
I guess they're safe.
You hang on to that
you just
baby.
hug the base and keep going with it.
Yes.
Right? Here's the 0-1 upstairs for ball one. Count even at a ball and a strike. Tincher, I'm sure, would love to get a hold of one here.
Yes.
And extend this lead, but a hit in a gap somewhere would actually do just that. 1-1 count, one out, one on. This one's going to be lifted high into left field down the line. Brown going over. He'll settle under, make the catch for out number two. If he got that lined out a little bit, as high as he hit that,
yeah,
that ball would have been gone.
Didn't look like it was real far from the fence anyway, so definitely probably would have cleared it.
So now 2 outs, and to bring Howard to the plate. He's 1 for 2, a single and a strikeout, has an RBI and a run scored. He's up with the runner out at second. That's Combs still. Breathitt County a 4-3 lead. Trying to add to that here as Jaden Holland sets, delivers inside and up for ball one. I would imagine after altercations we've had, somebody gets hit by a pitch.
No, you don't want that.
Probably going to be an ejection, I would assume. So I guess everybody is warned. So the 1-0 is breaking ball taken for strike one. So, and I say that to say this, there's a point to it. It kind of takes away those pitches inside, really even the inside corner to a bit.
Right. I hadn't even thought about that.
So here's the 1-1 from Holland. Swing and a miss for strike two, and count goes 1 ball, 2 strikes. See, that's baseball and softball. It's the mind game inside a mind game, you know. And it's a 1-2 count at the plate to Howard. Combs still in scoring position. 2 outs, though. Wolfe County trying to force the Bobcats to strand another runner. They've stranded 5 thus far. As the 1-2 outside and low for ball 2. Count goes even at 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here's the break-even pitch. Lined in the right center field. That'll play to run. That ball's going to bounce to the fence.
He's coming home.
Howard rounds first, heads to second. RBI double for Breathitt County. Bobcats extend the lead to 5-3.
That was a nice shot. Wasn't very high off the ground. He just carried and it went right to the fence. That was a nice hit.
So a runner still in scoring position as Robbie Turner, another one of the seniors for the Bobcats, to the plate. Chance to add to it again. Turner 1 for 2. He singled to right center in the first, struck out in the second. Has a couple of runs batted in. He takes the first pitch here upstairs for ball 1.
2-out rally going here.
Jaden Holland sets at the chest, now delivers. Breaking ball, hits the outside corner for strike 1. Nice pitch. A 5-3 lead for the Bobcats. A hit could make it 6-3 as another pitch on the outside corner for strike 2.
He thought about it and backed off and hit right across the plate.
Holland has a sign he likes. He'll set and deliver to the plate. Foul tipped. Turner does a good job keeping that at bat going, and it's a 1-2 count still at the plate with 2 outs. Howard out at second after an RBI double just a moment ago. Extended the lead to 5-3 for Breathitt County. 5 runs, 9 hits, 5 stranded so far for the Bobcats. 3 runs, 3 hits, 1 stranded for Wolfe County. No errors either way to this point as Robbie again reaches out. Gets enough of that pitch, which was a breaking ball low and away, to foul it off. He's protecting the plate and did a good job with it.
Been at a few at-bats over his lifetime. He knew that.
Here's the 1-2. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Ball in the dirt, so they'll have to throw to first. Throw down in time for out number 3. Breathitt County plates a run. No, they lead at 5-3 as we go to the bottom of the 4th and due up for Wolfe County. 5, 6, 7 in the lineup. That's Voiles, Brown, and Evans. That's the way I've got it anyway. Back in 1 minute. Back in 1. This is WJSN Sports.
Since 1962, Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson has been proud to serve the community. They care about the people of Breathitt County and are the only locally owned bank in the community. With 2 branches in Jackson and 1 in Beattyville, they're never too far away when you need them. And with the latest innovations in banking, keeping track of your finances has never been easier. Helping to grow Breathitt County as leaders for over 60 years. That's Citizens Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Sure, there's groundhogs and robins on the lawn, but you know spring is really here when the kids are back on the baseball diamond. And when your kids are ready to gear up for spring sports, it's time for Rose Brothers. At Rose Brothers, you'll find cleats for baseball, softball, and soccer, shin guards, shorts and tees, baseball pants too. Or if you're just ready to get back outside and enjoy the weather, check out the new spring athletic shoes and sandals. And you can always see what's new at our website, rosebros.com. Come see us at Rose Brothers, then we'll see you at the field.
All right, while we come back to Wolfe County High School Baseball Complex, we'll get the substitutions in just a moment. I've got to get these scored here myself. The new pitcher will be Combs for Breathitt County. He was at short. He'll go to second. Howard goes to short. He was at second, yeah. Tincher goes to second, who was at third, and Jaron Fugit, the sub in the lineup for Breathitt County. He is at third base for Breathitt County as the Bobcats added to their lead. They lead it now 5-3 here in the bottom of the 4th. And due up for Wolfe County, 5, 6, 7 in the lineup. That's Voiles and I believe Brown, and then Evans. That's 24 now there for Wolfe County. 25 is what I thought I saw in left field. Apparently it's 24. I don't claim to have good eyes. I wear glasses.
I hit a mile away from
Just
where you
saying.
were looking at.
Well, and sometimes the fonts on these jerseys from a distance can look different
So
ways.
you said it was McWhorter at first. That's what you thought, and that's who it is, right?
That's who it is. Once it being
Yes.
who it is. McWhorter, 24.
Second guess yourself.
Yeah. So I guess I was the one time I was wrong, I was right to begin with.
Yes, exactly. Don't sell yourself short.
Yeah, I hope my wife was listening to that one.
Do I need to say it again?
No,
Okay.
it won't do any good. Voiles will lead off the bottom of the 4th for Wolfe County as they give Aiden Combs some extra time to get loose. New pitcher coming in for the Bobcats.
Now, the night that it got rained out, was Aiden not pitching that night?
He did. He pitched a good ball game too.
Yes.
He's coming in here in the bottom of the 4th.
I'll send Winnie over to walk her back.
So he and Holland both have faced one another and faced at least
Yes.
the opponent, so that makes it nice.
Yep. So we'll see how things play out now. Voiles now stepping into the box as we get ready to get going. So far, Breathitt County 4 runs in the 1st, 1 in the 4th. Wolfe County scored all 3 runs in their second inning as they come to the plate here in the bottom of the 4th. Breathitt County a 5-3 lead as Aiden Combs winds the first pitch to Voiles. Took a lot off that one, and it's a cross
Yes.
for strike 1.
That was a changeup of a changeup.
And he couldn't have placed it any better. It was a strike.
Exactly, yeah.
Here's the 0-1. Lined into right field just over the outstretched arms of Tincher.
Tincher's pretty tall, and he jumped, but it wasn't about a foot over his head.
Not by a lot, no.
No. That'd been awesome if he could have caught that.
So leadoff single for Wolfe County. Have a man at first. Nobody out here in the 4th. McWhorter to the plate for the Wolves. They try to cut into this lead or even come from behind to tie or take a lead. 5-3 Breathitt County here in the bottom half of the fourth inning. Boyles, a decent lead over at first base as Combs sets, delivers, bunt by McQuarter. Combs were fielded and no play. Good bunt. Bunt single and runners at first and second. This inning starting a lot like Breathitt County's top of the first did.
I noticed Combs, when he picked it up, which the runner was really close first, but he still went through the motion like he was going to throw it, and then he glanced out at second, I guess to see if he's going to catch that kid taking off.
Yeah.
And maybe at least get the lead runner, which would be more what you would want anyways.
So here's Evans for Wolfe County with runners at first and second, nobody out. Wolfe County's got something going at the moment.
No.
Wild pitch outside, gets by Turner. Runners advance to second and third. And for the eighth graders, a little bit of some nerves now at the moment coming into play some.
Yeah.
I mean, he's been in these situations. He was a starter last year, not as a pitcher, but he started last year on the team that won the regional championship.
But he played at second.
He was at second,
this
yes.
is just after all that's happened. I guess this is
exactly.
a little nerves for a young man.
Again, like I talked in the top of the fourth, the inside part of the plate really taken away. Here's a base hit up the middle. That could plate two. One run in. They'll hold the runner at third as Stacy has a good arm. And it's runners at the corners, nobody out. 5-4 Breathitt County. But Wolfe County with another runner in scoring position, still nobody out here in the fourth. Combs going from the stretch with runners at the corners. Third base in on the grass as they throw to first. They are holding the runner there, obviously, as they throw over. Jaden Holland, a chance to help out his own cause here. As Combs sets, again spins the first. Watching the runner at third, staying right where he is. And I'm waiting to see if he's going to try to break once they throw, if they throw back over there again. Of course, if you're Breathitt County, you could come with some type of a pickoff play at third here.
Setting them up.
We'll see as Combs sets. Now comes to the plate. First pitch popped up in the infield.
Catchable.
Fugit in foul territory. Third base side makes the catch for out number one.
It's always nice to get that first one.
Runners still at the corners for Wolfe County. Now one out. Now the double play in effect if Bobcats could roll one over as Jackson Holland at the plate. Bobcats throw over to first again. Keeping that runner close over at first. That's Evans, the runner for Wolfe County. Combs sets. Delivers. Swing and a miss for strike one. They throw
Nice
down
toss.
to second. They get him. Runner stayed at third. That changes things.
He couldn't have threw it from the mound any better, could he? I mean, I'm telling you, that was spot on. Bash was actually had the ball in his glove and was waiting for him to slide. And I guess Aiden throwing it, keeping him a little closer to first. That one step was a big difference.
Yeah. Sometimes you wonder why they throw over so much, and that's why right there. The 0-1 goes on away for ball one. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Because most times if you get thrown out or don't, it's just one step, isn't it? Either way, you're either safe by step or.
Wolfe County trying to tie the game. It's 5-4. Breathitt County with the runner at third and 2 outs here in the bottom of the fourth. As breaking ball stays up and in for ball 2. I've got it 2-1. The board still shows 0-1. So
He flicked there just a
a moment ago, yeah.
Now they got 2-1. They've got it.
Here's the 2-1 pitch.
There it is.
Outside corner for
Yes.
strike 2. Count goes even. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 1 on. 5-4 Breathitt County, bottom of the 4th. Top of the lineup in the on-deck circle for the Wolves. As Combs sets, delivers.
Nice.
Back up the middle. Breathitt County, can they get the throw to first?
Got him.
They do!
Man.
Out number 3.
Brady Tincher just stayed with it, didn't he? He pivoted
did.
and let that thing go, and it was real low. I mean, he didn't throw it where it didn't take much time to get there. Man, he zipped that thing over.
And what a play to keep Wolfe County from tying the game. It's still 5-4 Bobcats as we go to the top of the 5th. Due up for Breathitt County, 6, 7, 8 in the lineup. That's Cox, Holland, and Bird. We will be back in 1 minute. Back in 1. This is WJSN Sports.
Since 1962, Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson has been proud to serve the community. They care about the people of Breathitt County and are the only locally owned bank in the community. With 2 branches in Jackson and 1 in Beattyville, they're never too far away when you need them. And with the latest innovations in banking, keeping track of your finances has never been easier. Helping to grow Breathitt County as leaders for over 60 years. That's Citizens Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Sure, there's groundhogs and robins on the lawn, but you know spring is really here when the kids are back on the baseball diamond. And when your kids are ready to gear up for spring sports, it's time for Rose Brothers. At Rose Brothers, you'll find cleats for baseball, softball, and soccer, shin guards, shorts and tees, baseball pants too. Or if you're just ready to get back outside and enjoy the weather, check out the new spring athletic shoes and sandals. And you can always see what's new at our website, rosebros.com. Come see us at Rose Brothers, then we'll see you at the field.
We go to the top of inning number 5, due up for Breathitt County, 6, 7, 8 in their lineup. That'll be Cox, Holland, and Bird. Both teams played at a run in their halves of the 4th, as we are 5-4 Breathitt County with the lead going to the top of the 5th. Not sure what's going on behind me, but everything looks to be calm. I saw somebody walking quickly a certain direction, so I was like, uh-oh.
No,
everything's okay.
Cox is back there behind us. So.
Oh, yeah, no, he's good.
Yeah. No, I was just saying with him back there, and he just keeps pacing back and forth, making sure everybody stays calm, I guess.
Again, 5-4, Breathitt County leads as they come to the plate. Umpires talking. I'm not sure what's going on there.
Most of the fan, I mean, everybody's staying pretty calm. And
I thought they were calm.
Yeah, because with the throw out there at first, it was close. It could have got rowdy, but it didn't.
Question on something here is going out to talk to Wolfe County's coach. They told Cox to go back towards the on-deck circle. He's not standing at home plate.
That coach has got his
clipboard,
so I didn't know if he was going to make a change or.
Well, he didn't have his clipboard until the umpire went to him.
Yeah.
So I'm looking to see if there's any position changes. I don't see any. So I don't know what the question there is.
Because they've already played.
Half inning.
Field, yeah. So they've already
played a half inning defensively, a half inning offensively.
Right. So
this is field umpire explaining something to one of the Breathitt assistant coaches.
Now Brownie didn't go out the behind the plate, so. It must not have been his question.
There you go. Perfect music. Play the Jeopardy song. What did you wager? Oh, man. Here we are, almost 8 o'clock, and we're in the top of the 5th. We got 3 whole innings to go. We've not started the top of the 5th yet, getting ready to. I'm not sure
No,
what
because
the holdup is.
one of them's talking to Coach Combs, and two was talking to them, and then I don't know. And kids are just wandering around the field.
And the one out at second base is not worried about it, I don't think.
No. He's saying he's going to go home and watch Jeopardy. He's going to get this thing over with.
Yeah, that music put him in the mood. There was a time, they would come over to press row and kind of explain what's going on, but press row is expanded, not talking about the number of people, but as far as locations. And now they get the let's go. I don't know what the question was.
No, when the two got together, they looked out into the stands here behind us.
Well, like I said, there was somebody walking quickly behind me, you remember?
Yeah.
And that kind of, I guess, caught their attention too. I don't know. So Cox digs in, 1 for 2. Holland winds, delivers, first pitch across for strike one. Holland has had to deal with a couple of delays now while he's been on the mound.
Takes a sigh and
Winds the 0-1.
oh.
I'm not sure where that one was, but it's called ball one. 1 ball, 1 strike. One ball, 1 strike. Cox leading off the top of the 5th for Breathitt County. The 1-1 pitch. Breaking ball, called strike 2. Cox with a slight check swing, but it looked like it did catch the corner of that plate, breaking away.
I should send one out in the between the fielders.
Jaden Holland delivers
close
the 1-2.
enough, a high
Here's a
bouncer.
high bouncer that will get the throw from Boyles to first by half a step for out number 1. They'll bring Miles Holland to the plate. He's 0 for 2, a ground out and a strikeout. Of course, that ground out, he was robbed of a hit in the first inning by Boyles, the diving catch over at first. Kept a run from scoring as well as Jaden Holland winds, delivers the first pitch upstairs for ball 1.
We've seen them strike at quite a few at eye level. We talked about that last night.
Yeah, you see those pitches quicker than you do the others. They're just so hard to lay off. Here's the 1-0. Breaking ball for strike 1. Count even at a ball and a strike. One. Spun it too hard that time. It goes away in the dirt for ball 2. And yes, you can spin it too hard and cause it to break too much.
They had done that earlier, and you spotted that.
2-1 delivery from Holland. Fastball, swing and a miss for strike 2. Count goes even, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Holland now with 66 pitches, 44 strikes, exactly 2-to-1 strike-to-ball ratio.
I just wonder with the delays, is it allowing them to get a little bit of a
extra rest? Yeah.
Yes.
Break-even pitch taken up and in for ball 3. Count goes full. Here's the payoff pitch. Stays upstairs, a breaking ball that time didn't spin enough.
No.
And it stayed up. Breathitt County with a runner at first and 1 out.
Boy, if we could just get Kobe here, Bird, put one against the fence again. Miles is quick on his feet, on his first legs, as Dad would say. Maybe he can be standing on third. You're on a good hit.
On his first legs, I like that one. Holland, not a big lead over at first, but secondary lead gets a little bit more. As Jaden Holland sets, delivers, upstairs, ball 1. Again, that breaking ball just staying up a little bit.
That's got a lob on it, an arch.
Yep. If that comes down maybe a half an inch or so, it's probably a strike. As they throw over to first, Miles Holland back safely. A lot of Hollands on the field. Jaden Holland on the mound. Jackson Holland behind the plate. Miles Holland at first. As Jaden Holland checks the runner as he sets, delivers. Pitch going to be fouled back to the screen for strike one. Count even at 1 ball, 1 strike. Breathitt County a 5-4 lead here in the top of the 5th. 1-1 count to Bird at the plate. 1 out, 1 on. Each team scored a run in the 4th, so we're still a 1-run differential at the moment as they throw back over to first, and Miles Holland back safely.
Just going right back out there again. Daring him to throw it.
Here's the 1-1. Holland goes. Pitches away. Throw out the second.
No.
One hopper. Did they get him? They said they did. That's what throwing over does. So 2 outs now. 2-1 count. Oh, no, they say 1-2. I'm sorry. I guess he called that last pitch a strike.
He needed to have swung just to try to throw the catcher off just a little bit on that hit and run or whatever that.
Is this pitch going to be fouled off? Count still 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes to count. 2 outs, bases empty. As Jaden Holland likes to sign, winds and delivers. Strike 3. And that's out number 3 here in the top of the 5th. We go to the bottom half. Breathitt County leads at 5-4. Due up for Wolfe County. They're at the top of the lineup. 1, 2, 3. Fallen, Oliver, and Wisman. Back in 1. This is WJSN Sports.
Since 1962, Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson has been proud to serve the community. They care about the people of Breathitt County and are the only locally owned bank in the community. With 2 branches in Jackson and 1 in Beattyville, they're never too far away when you need them. And with the latest innovations in banking, keeping track of your finances has never been easier. Helping to grow Breathitt County as leaders for over 60 years. That's Citizens Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Sure, there's groundhogs and robins on the lawn, but you know spring is really here when the kids are back on the baseball diamond. And when your kids are ready to gear up for spring sports, it's time for Rose Brothers. At Rose Brothers, you'll find cleats for baseball, softball, and soccer, shin guards, shorts and tees, baseball pants too. Or if you're just ready to get back outside and enjoy the weather, check out the new spring athletic shoes and sandals. And you can always see what's new at our website, rosebros.com. Come see us at Rose Brothers, then we'll see you at the field.
We go to the bottom of the 5th. Breathitt County with a 5-4 lead over Wolfe County. Due up for the Wolves, though. They're at the top of the lineup. 1, 2, 3. Fallen, Oliver, and Wisman. As 5 runs, 9 hits, 6 stranded for Breathitt County. 4 runs, 6 hits, 2 stranded for the Wolves. And Breathitt County at the moment, looking at that 6th runner stranded going, man, we had opportunities to expand this lead. Let's hope it don't come back to bite them. Wolfe County's only stranded 2 runners. I mean, they've had 6 hits, 2 home runs. 3 of their 4 runs off of those 2 home runs.
So Wolf's back at the start of their lineup that's Fallen, isn't it?
Yep, 1, 2, 3. Fallen, Oliver, Wisman.
It'd be nice to get another 1, 2, 3.
Yes, it would.
Definitely don't want.
They still can't find that home run ball out there, by the way. They're still looking.
We're going to have to go out there and get it for them after the game.
Show them where it is,
Yeah. Charge them $1.298 for it.
Combs winds, delivers a breaking ball in the first pitch. A swing and a miss for strike 1.
I like when you say that. Swing and a miss.
Next way is swings through it, right?
Yes.
Here's the 0-1. Popped up. Shallow left field. Everybody charging.
Howard's
and it'll be
it.
Howard from shortstop making the catch for out number 1. Good play coming out of the shortstop position by Bash Howard. Not the easiest catch to make over your left shoulder like that.
Yeah.
And that'll bring Oliver to the plate with the bases empty and 1 down. Fallen got back-to-back breaking balls. Let's see what Oliver gets. As he digs in, he's 0 for 2, fly out, and a strikeout in the first and third innings. As Combs winds, delivers, first pitch inside, low for ball 1. The 1-0, taken for ball 2, outside. Two balls, no strikes. Base is empty with 1 out here in the 5th. There's a ground ball right back at Combs.
Slaps it down.
Knocks it down, throws the first in time for out number 2. Nice play.
He's like he's swatting at a bee. He slapped that thing down, didn't he? Knocked it down.
Absolutely did.
Kept his composure and shot him out about a good step.
Out number 2 here in the 5th. That'll bring Max Wisman to the plate. He's 0 for 2, a strikeout and a ground out in the first and third innings. Up with 2 outs, nobody on. Our plan is to carry the trophy ceremony after the game in its entirety on the YouTube channel as Wisman takes the first pitch low for ball 1, and that's regardless of the outcome of the game. So just a reminder to stay tuned for that, and it's the YouTube live channel for WJSN presented by Citizens Bank and Trust.
Yes.
As the 1-0 is across for strike 1. Count even at 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the 1-1.
Change up early.
Upstairs for ball 2. I've heard both teams, or both sets of fans gripe at calls not going their way for balls and strikes. And that's one of those, again, that did that is the 2-1, a swing and a miss for strike 2.
But he's been pretty, he calls, because we were talking about that while ago when Wisman was up.
Yeah, he's got a little area.
Right.
No matter who's at the plate, it's got to be in that area. Here's the break-even pitch. Going to be lifted foul, left field side. Count still 2-2.
He just kept curving. I was hoping it was.
When you go opposite field, it's kind of what they call the banana balls. It always gets that in golf. It's a slice.
Slice, yes.
And it just curves all the way around.
I know all about the slice.
Playing those corner outfields can be tricky when you've got people going opposite field in your direction. You've got to keep that slice in mind. Here's the break-even pitch from Combs. Upstairs for ball 3, runs it full.
What's he going to throw?
So the count's full.
Mind game here.
Payoff pitch.
Yes.
Swing and a miss for strike 3.
Yes.
And that is out number 3 here in the 5th. We go to the top of the 6th. Breathitt County leads it 5-4. Due up for the Bobcats. Stacy, Fugit, then Combs. 9-1-2. We will be back in 1 minute. Back in 1. This is WJSN Sports.
Since 1962, Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson has been proud to serve the community. They care about the people of Breathitt County and are the only locally owned bank in the community. With 2 branches in Jackson and 1 in Beattyville, they're never too far away when you need them. And with the latest innovations in banking, keeping track of your finances has never been easier. Helping to grow Breathitt County as leaders for over 60 years. That's Citizens Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Sure, there's groundhogs and robins on the lawn, but you know spring is really here when the kids are back on the baseball diamond. And when your kids are ready to gear up for spring sports, it's time for Rose Brothers. At Rose Brothers, you'll find cleats for baseball, softball, and soccer, shin guards, shorts and tees, baseball pants too. Or if you're just ready to get back outside and enjoy the weather, check out the new spring athletic shoes and sandals. And you can always see what's new at our website, rosebros.com. Come see us at Rose Brothers, then we'll see you at the field.
We go to the top of the 6th inning. Breathitt County with a 5-4 lead over the Wolfe County Wolves as the Bobcats will have 9-1-2 coming to the plate. It's Dylan Stacy, Jaron Fugit, and Aiden Combs as the Bobcats would love to play add-on here, get some insurance runs. Leading 5-4 in the latter half, or the last 2 innings of the game. Wolfe County, one of those teams, they've been known to come from behind. They've done it against Breathitt County once this year. So the Bobcats looking for insurance runs. Again, 5 runs, 9 hits, 6 stranded for Breathitt County, 4 runs, 6 hits, 2 stranded for Wolfe County. as Jaden Holland will wind the first pitch to Stacy. He'll lift it foul behind us for strike one.
It.
It went this way.
I just could not find it. I don't know whether duck or run or what.
Or both.
Yeah.
Here's the 0-1 from Holland. Inside, taken for ball one. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Breaking ball goes low for ball 2, 2-1.
For it to be a dry day, they've changed a lot of balls.
They get scuff marks and
Yeah.
and all that other stuff. And sometimes the grit from the
Just don't feel right.
brick dust, yeah. As the 2-1 is upstairs for ball 3. 3 balls and a strike. Hitters count here for Dillon, Stacy, and Breathitt County. Stacy 0 for 1, a walk and a strikeout. Breathitt County trying to get the leadoff man aboard. Here's the 3-1 pitch. It's low away. Ball 4. Leadoff walk issued to Dillon Stacy. Breathitt County with the man at first. Nobody out. Bring Jared Fugit to the plate with his first at bat of the night. Let's see if the Bobcats try to sacrifice.
Yes. Yeah, because Dillon's quick on his feet.
But, we were talking about teams throwing over, and then throwing a guy out. Every time somebody would throw over and I would get back safely, I'd get just a little bit farther. Here's the first pitch to Fugit, a swing and a miss for strike 1.
Well, Oliver's staying right on first.
But once I saw the move and I knew how much time I had, I could kind of calculate that in my head. There again, I'm using math on a baseball field. And see there, he's back in more than plenty of time. He could get another half step at least.
Right. An advantage over to having a lefty, when he catches that, he just drops it. He don't have to swing across.
Right. Yeah, he plays right in front of the bag. Right on that line. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss for strike 2. The ball, throw down to second. Runner is safe. Throw was to the right of the second base bag.
And he did a good job getting over and at least stopping it, because if it got by him, he might have taken third. So there's no out.
Was that a swing and a miss on that pitch?
A ball and strike. 0 balls and
two strikes. I thought it was a swing and a miss.
They didn't change it, so I couldn't tell
right.
what they were going to do with it.
Right. That was what I thought it was 0-2, but I didn't want to put it on there until I could confirm that. So if you get down in the count, no balls, 2 strikes. Stacy is in scoring position with nobody out. On deck for the Bobcats is Aiden Combs. Breathitt County trying to add some runs to this lead. They lead at 5-4 here in the top of the 6th. As Jaden Holland with the sign he likes. He's going to throw to second, and would have been close, but that tells me that Stacy has the exact lead that he needs to have. But it's Stacy has the exact lead he needs to have because he got just enough of that and was able to get back even with a good throw at second. As Holland sets, looks out at Stacy, delivers the 0-2, upstairs, ball 1. Holland now at 80 pitches, 50 for strikes. And Wolfe County likes to bring Oliver in the late innings as they throw at the second again, and Stacy back safely. Again, he's got the lead exactly where it needs to be. Those are good throws going to second, and he's ahead just in time. So don't go an inch farther, but go that far.
Right. Because he knows he's been making it back, and he's not going to be able to throw it any quicker to second.
Exactly. Here's the 1-2 pitch to the plate. It's called strike 3. Broke just enough to stay in the zone, and that's out number 1 here in the 6th. And that will bring Combs to the plate. Aiden Combs.
That's who I would want.
2 for 2. A bunt single, a single to center, a walk, has scored a couple of runs, stole 2 bases as well. 2 for 2, a walk, 2 runs scored, 2 stolen bases. Chance to pick up an RBI here with the runner in scoring position out at second. That's Dillon Stacy. As Jaden Holland sets. Looking at Stacy the whole time. Stacy takes another half step to throw to the plate in the dirt. Good stop by Jackson Holland behind the plate. Taken, though, for ball one.
Oliver's playing he's playing in the grass on first base. Well, and third baseman's playing inside the third base line.
Here's the 1-0. Across for strike one. 1 ball, 1 strike.
I must have thought he was going to try to bunt.
Stacy trying to fix the bag out at second again. They're able to get it.
He's about handy out there, isn't he?
Yep. So 1-1 count at the plate. They spin Stacy back just in time. He was leaning just a hair, and it was almost just enough. But he got back. Let's see if I can throw a picture up there to get both of the. There you go. There's Stacy behind Holland on the mound out at second base. As we'll switch camera angles back. 1-1 pitch from Holland to the plate. Combs going to foul it off. Probably chased one up and out of the zone. And that's strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. One out, 1 on. Runner out at second for the Bobcats is Dylan Stacy. We'll throw him up there again for just a second before we go to the plate to show the 1-2 pitch. Combs going to pop this up, shallow left field. It's going to be Evans going out to make the catch for out number 2. That'll bring Tincher to the plate for Breathitt County. Still trying to bring that runner in from second, extend this lead. It's 5-4 Breathitt County here in the top of the 6th with 2 outs.
Need one in the gap in the outfield. Stacy and Coach Combs is having a little chat there. Make sure they get yours.
Wolfe County's infield comes in to kind of talk it over as well, see if they don't have a pickoff play for Stacy out at second base. They've been close a couple of times, but Stacy's been able to get back in there so far. Throw the pitcher and Stacy out there on the screen real quick on our YouTube channel as we'll come back to the plate. Time called as Tincher steps out.
Trying to wait it, the other one out, ain't they?
Yep. Holland sets. Goes plateward.
Uh-oh.
There's a line drive into right field. That ball is back. Right fielder can't catch it.
It's
It'll
outta
bounce the
here.
fence. No, it's still in here.
Okay, shoot. I
Tincher
thought that thing was.
round second, heads to third. He's sliding in with the RBI triple. It was against the fence.
Yeah. Well, when it hit, I thought it landed on the other side. I thought it just cleared it. I thought, man, that's out of here. I should have said that under my breath. I couldn't help it.
It's all right. It did appear that way initially, but it stayed in. And Breathitt County extends their lead to 6-4. Still 2 outs and 1 on. As Bash Howard at the plate for Breathitt County with a runner at third and 2 outs. Jaden Holland will wind, deliver, low for ball 1.
I thought I was going to get to pull a John Bunn and say it was out of here. Gosh. My hero, and I blew it.
Oh, man. We love John Bunn. He helps us out a lot still to this day as the 1-0 is upstairs for ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. Hitters count to Howard at the plate here with 2 outs and a runner at third. Jaden Holland with the sign, winds and delivers. Fouled back to the screen, and I'm jumping out of the way here for strike 1.
Man, it was off his bat and was against the fence and just a blank. Suns went down, and the breeze is blowing just a little bit, and this is make the rest of the game enjoyable.
There you go, 2-1 count at the plate. to Howard. Delivery popped up, foul, back out of play behind us. Count goes even at 2-2. How about that? The Reds with the 2-0 lead in the top of the fifth. We're going to the bottom of the fifth against the Padres. Don't happen a whole lot right now. Break-even pitch, the 2-2 from Holland. Howard lines this in the left field. That ball will bounce to the fence.
You don't get two out of this.
RBI double for Howard and Breathitt County.
His last two hits, he shot one right over center field, about 10 foot in the air, and nailed it. And now he got another good hit. It'd be nice if Robbie could do that. I'd say Bashison would just come in and sit down for a minute before he has to go back out to the field.
They have to readjust the bag over at first. Jaden Holland sets, delivers to the plate, upstairs to Turner, taken for ball one. You see Howard taking not a big lead out at second on the screen on YouTube as Holland had set, but time called at the plate by Turner of Breathitt County.
Actually, sort of just jumping around out there enough to try to, I guess, distract him a little bit.
I was watching Howard round first, and I thought he might have slightly missed the bag as this ball's lifting in the right field and going over, making the catch be Molan's. But he hit just enough of it to kind of kick it off, and that's what caused it to look like he missed it. But Breathitt County plates a couple of runs. They go to the bottom of the sixth. They lead 7-4, due up for Wolfe County. 4, 5, 6 in the lineup. That's Molan's, Boyles, and McWhorter. We will be back in 1 minute, back in one. This is WJSN Sports.
Since 1962, Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson has been proud to serve the community. They care about the people of Breathitt County and are the only locally owned bank in the community. With 2 branches in Jackson and 1 in Beattyville, they're never too far away when you need them. And with the latest innovations in banking, keeping track of your finances has never been easier. Helping to grow Breathitt County as leaders for over 60 years. That's Citizens Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Sure, there's groundhogs and robins on the lawn, but you know spring is really here when the kids are back on the baseball diamond. And when your kids are ready to gear up for spring sports, it's time for Rose Brothers. At Rose Brothers, you'll find cleats for baseball, softball, and soccer, shin guards, shorts and tees, baseball pants too. Or if you're just ready to get back outside and enjoy the weather, check out the new spring athletic shoes and sandals. And you can always see what's new at our website, rosebros.com. Come see us at Rose Brothers, then we'll see you at the field.
Wolfe County will have 4, 5, 6 coming to the plate. Molan's, Boyles, and McWhorter. So a couple of insurance runs. We'll see if it's enough to help the Bobcats hold off the Wolves. But if I'm Breathitt County, I'm looking to the next half inning thinking I want to add another 1 or 2, hold Wolfe County where they are. You want to be out of range of 2 things. One, right now, Breathitt County's out of range of a bloop and a blast, which happened for Wolfe County back in the second inning. Got a man on. I don't know that it was a bloop or whatever, but he got on, then a home run.
Right.
Okay, so it was 2 runs. So now you're out of that range. The next thing you want to be out of range of is a grand slam.
Right.
Not out of that range yet.
And I'm glad the Molan boys coming up. And I was going to say, he got the lead off.
He led off
when
the
they come
second,
back out. But it'd be better if nobody be on the bag or on the base when he's up to bat.
Yeah, he had the solo home run in the second to kind of get the scoring started for Wolfe County. And then it was Evans who had the 2-run home run with 1 out and made it 4-3 at that time. Breathitt County's lead was 1 run.
They got their strategizing done, so now we're ready for that.
Combs stands on the mound. He'll go from the wind-up. Winds and delivers the first pitch to Molan's. Hit him. All right, I guess glad that didn't lead to anything.
Right.
So leadoff man aboard for Wolfe County, when I say that, I'm talking about the hit by pitch.
But I think if they know Aiden Nuri bit at all, he would never.
No, and it was a breaking ball that just stayed in a little bit.
Yeah, he just.
Molans takes his lead. Not a big lead, but they throw over anyway. (7-4) Breathitt County leads at the moment. Voiles at the plate for the Wolves. As Combs will set, delivers to the plate, breaking ball across for strike one.
He's thrown that several times, and it's been a good pitch for him. It comes in very slow and got a little arch to it, and it drops right over the plate.
Combs has his sign, delivers the 0-1 to the plate upstairs for ball one. 1 ball, 1 strike. Combs does check the runner. Now comes with the 1-1 in the dirt. Good block by Turner.
Now I can say it. That was a nice save by Robbie.
There you go. Runner on base this time.
Yes.
Combs stepped off behind the mound. Now comes back on.
That was his practice one.
Sure. Checks the runner. Spins and throws to first, and Mullins is back safely.
Coxie got that swipe down, don't he? He gets it.
Well, you know, you were talking about a lefty playing first. The way I always held him on, I kind of straddled the bag a little bit, play behind the bag slightly. That way you still get that drop tag even as a righty. As the 2-1 across the outside corner for strike two. See, the way I always had to play ball, that's why I like baseball. I always had to try to outthink everybody. But my problem was I couldn't think that good all the time. It got me in trouble.
What are you thinking, Steve?
Here's the 2-2. That was the problem. Upstairs for ball 3. Count goes full. Nobody out. Runner at first. Bottom of the 6th. Breathitt County 7, Wolfe County 4. Wolfe County trying to cut into that lead here. Down to their last 2 at bats.
Let's go, Aiden.
Payoff pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Actually might have been a foul tip, but into the glove of Turner for out number 1. Molan still over at first base as McWhorter to the plate now for Wolfe County. He had a bunt single in the 4th. Wolfe County scored a run in the 4th. That offset the run Breathitt County scored in their half of the 4th. As the first pitch to McWhorter here upstairs, taken for ball 1.
It'd be nice if they hit into a double play because definitely don't want Evans up hitting people on base.
Would agree with that. But if you're a Wolfe County fan,
oh no,
you're saying the opposite.
Yeah, both of them get on and you hit that ball against the
Yeah.
fence.
Here's the 1-0. Upstairs for ball 2. Hitters count from McWhorter.
But they'd be doing what you said you did. They'd be thinking too much.
100%.
We'll take the double play.
Here's the 2-0.
There it is.
Across, and it's going to be grounded foul, third base side for strike 1. 2-1 to count.
Jaron Fugit, he was a hustling over across that line trying to get to that ball with him.
100%. Two-one count. 1 out, 1 on. Here's the pitch. Popped up. That's going to be in no man's land. If it's fair, and it's going to be fair, Breathitt County going to hold it, and that is a single, seeing eye single, if you will, down the right field line, and it puts Molans at second. And McWhorter at first with Evans at the plate.
Cox and Tincher and Miles was all on a full sprint.
Trying to get there, just couldn't get there in time. See him fixing the second base bag again as Breathitt County had a little meeting at the mound. Runners at first and second with Evans at the plate. He's 2 for 2, a home run and a single. knocked in 3 runs and scored 1 himself. As Combs will set, deliver to the plate. Lifted in the left center field. That's a hit. And cut off, though, by Crisp in left field. Run will score. Runner still at first and second, but it's 7-5 now, Breathitt County. Still 1 out. That brings Jaden Holland to the plate. He's 1 for 2, a single in the first, infield single. Popped out to third in the fourth. Again, double play in effect here. If Breathitt County could roll one over in the infield. Combs sets, delivers, outside, ball 1. We're in the bottom of the 6th, a 7-5 lead for the Bobcats. Wolfe County with the potential tying runs on base over at first and second. This pitch going to be popped up foul right at me.
Wow!
I told you it was right at me.
I was trying to get my hand on it, and
I got my finger. I don't know if I got enough of it to knock it away from you or not. 1-1 count. I had it, John.
I'm gonna be a better person.
1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, 2 on as Combs will set. Checks the runner out at second. Kicks to the plate. Breaking ball across for strike 2. One set of fans cheers and the other fan in disbelief, right?
yes,
Seems like it's like that with every pitch.
yes.
1-2 count. Combs sets. Here's the 1-2. Breaking ball stays up and in a little bit. Looked like it was going to go way up and in, and then it broke back some, but just not enough. Runs the count even at 2 balls, 2 strikes. Combs sets. Goes plateward with the break-even pitch. Hard hit ground ball down the third base line. That's extra bases. Crisp.
He's going to score 2.
Gets the cutoff man. Throw to the plate.
Got him at third.
Time,
Nailed
but
him.
they got him at third. He's out. So tie ball game though. But that's out number 2.
I was glad that Bash went ahead and threw that.
And that was a 7-6-2-5 put out, right? Tie ball game though.
Getting her money's worth.
But a smart play there by Turner once he got that throw in, just right at third base. Fugit didn't abandon the bag.
No.
He was right there to take the throw and get the tag. And they got the out as Breathitt County meeting at the mound right now with Coach Combs.
What's his stall?
Do what?
What's his stall? Is it Aiden staying in?
Oh, yeah, he's just trying to calm him down. He's like, look, guys, it's tied. We got a chance to come back. Got 2 outs, base is empty. Let's get the out and go hit. That's my thought anyway. And Coach Combs leaves him in, so it's kind of looks like what he's thinking.
He clapped his hand. You can see him say a few things with him.
He said, you're all right. It's baseball. Sometimes that ground ball's an out. Sometimes it's a 2 RBI double.
Right.
I mean, it happens. And sometimes we get a foul ball hit to us. Jackson Holland at the plate with 2 outs, nobody on. And first pitch, a soft liner back to the pitcher, and Combs will come off and make the catch for out number 3. But Wolfe County ties it up. We're tied at 7 as we go to the bottom, or it's going to be top half of inning number 7. Due up for Breathitt County, 6, 7, 8 in the lineup. Cox, Holland, and Bird. We will be back in 1 minute. Back in 1. This is WJSN Sports.
Since 1962, Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson has been proud to serve the community. They care about the people of Breathitt County and are the only locally owned bank in the community. With 2 branches in Jackson and 1 in Beattyville, they're never too far away when you need them. And with the latest innovations in banking, keeping track of your finances has never been easier. helping to grow Breathitt County as leaders for over 60 years. That's Citizens Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Sure, there's groundhogs and robins on the lawn, but you know spring is really here when the kids are back on the baseball diamond. And when your kids are ready to gear up for spring sports, it's time for Rose Brothers. At Rose Brothers, you'll find cleats for baseball, softball, and soccer, shin guards, shorts and tees, baseball pants too. Or if you're just ready to get back outside and enjoy the weather, check out the new spring athletic shoes and sandals. And you can always see what's new at our website, rosebros.com. Come see us at Rose Brothers, then we'll see you at the field.
New pitcher for Wolfe County is Oliver, who's been at first base for the Wolves. Wisman goes to first. Voiles will go to second. He was at third. And then Jaden Holland will go back to third base, which is where he started the game. As I get my substitutions here on my computer, is tied 7-7 in the top of the seventh. And Breathitt County with 6-7-8 coming to the plate. So are the sevens the wild factor here?
Yeah. Yeah.
Cox, Holland, and Bird, but nobody's wearing the number 7, though, that's going to be batting. So there you go. Oliver got the save in the last game between these two teams at Breathitt High. His job here is to try to hold Breathitt County and then see if he could get the win. If Wolfe County could play to run in the bottom half of the seventh, they're at the top of the lineup when they come to the plate, following Oliver Wisman.
Right.
So for them, that's where they want to be. For Breathitt County, you're looking at it going, all right, we need to score a run or two here, take a lead, and don't give them the chance to score just one to win it. 55th District Championship game. We've had a lot of action going on. Not just baseball action either.
I mean, Steve is innocent.
Although we did almost get hit by a foul ball.
Yeah, I tilted right over. I couldn't. I thought it was going to hit the computer, so I was trying to get over.
I had my hand up there.
And
Cox takes the first pitch upstairs for ball one.
Tilted right on the side.
Cox 1 for 3, a single back in the first, single to center, and then a strikeout and a ground out. Did pick up an RBI in that first inning. As Oliver winds the 1-0. Swing and a miss for strike one. Pitch was probably up and out. Cox went after it anyway, and it's strike one. Here's the 1-1. Taken low for ball two. 2 balls and a strike. Again, one team cheers, the other team moans. Here's the 2-1 from the lefty Oliver. Winds delivers inside for ball 3. 3-1 the count.
He's got to bring it to him now, you'd think. What's Cox do with it?
Here's the 3-1 pitch.
High.
Upstairs, ball 4, leadoff walk. So for Breathitt County, you've got to get that runner into scoring position one way or the other. Miles Holland, we've seen him lay down some really nice bunts in the past. With a lefty on the mound, a bunt up the first base line wouldn't be a bad call. As Oliver sets, delivers. There's the bunt, fouled right back at me for strike one. They're going at me, John.
Yes.
They're trying to get me one way or the other. As umpire checking baseballs, gives one to Oliver that he likes, and it's 0-1 count at the plate to Miles Holland. So Breathitt County kind of showed their hand a little bit. Looks like they're trying to bunt Cox into scoring position. On deck for the Bobcats is Colby Bird. Of course, if you're Cox over at first. You don't want to let the lefty pick you off. Wow, Holland comes in from third, and Miles Holland bunts it foul for strike 2.
He's staying with the bunt call.
You know, sometimes when a guy comes in that close, you choke up on the bat, pull that thing back, and swing. 0-2 count, though, to Holland at the plate now as Oliver will set. Look over at first. Now comes to the plate. Outside, ball 1. Holland still playing in close at third. That's Jaden Holland for Wolfe County. Miles Holland at the plate for the Bobcats as Oliver sets. Here's the 1-2. Ground ball, gets by the third baseman. Shortstop picks it up, throw to second. Not in time. It got away from Boyles, and Breathitt County, after the fielder's choice, has runners at first and second.
With the third baseman playing up, he put that in a nice spot.
Yeah, well, and the thing is,
Shortstop.
the third baseman, when he went after it, I think it distracted the shortstop and made him hesitate just enough to allow the runner to get to second.
Because he would have thought if he gets it from that spot, he can throw him out quick because he's so much closer to it. But then and he had to go, going off to his right and then pivot and throw it. So I definitely think that
this is a situation where I'm going to take a page out of the Meehan coaching book. Meehan, retired as a hazard coach last year. And, we got into a regional championship game one year against Perry Central, and they laid bunts down for 8 straight batters.
Oh, man.
You've got runners at first and second, nobody out. At the plate, Colby Bird. Why not? Lay a bunt down, try to get your runners to second and third. Wild pitch could plate somebody.
Because you get that third baseman. I mean, the more like you continue to do that, you're going to get them to come up.
Exactly.
Third.
And then, let's just like you had, a ground ball gets through. But I'm no coach. I'm not. Don't want anybody to think I'm taking that as a second guessing, because I'm not. But Bird is showing bunt, and they've got the shortstop Evans pulled way in. And I'm telling you, I back up and swing away on this. I don't want to hurt anybody, but I swing away and I punch a ground ball past them. Oliver sets and delivers. Outside corner for strike 1. I'm telling you, I still swing. And look, they've got the second baseman holding. There's a lot of holes in this infield right now if you hit the ball on the ground. A lot of holes. Here's the 0-1 from Oliver. Up and away for ball 1 ball, 1 strike. And then the other thing is now, if you can drag bunt, Evans is backing up on the pitch. So a drag bunt, actually, with his momentum going backwards, gives you good position to get it down. Here's the 1-1. See, he's going backwards. Outside for ball 2. Again, overthinking, too much thinking on my end. Oliver sets. Now Evans coming in again and backs back up. Upstairs, ball 3. And I think Wolfe County might be overthinking this one now, John.
Yeah, because he's just not coming down on his pitch, is he? They've all been high.
3-1 to count. Oliver checks the runners. Sets at the waist. Now delivers. Up and away, ball 4. Runners take off running to the bases as the ball got by Holland. And it's a walk. It loads the bases.
He had 4 high pitches, didn't he? Outside, everything was almost in the same spot every time.
And they're going to have to change pitchers now. Yeah, Evans is going to be the new pitcher for Wolfe County. Let's take a 90-second break. Back in 90 seconds. This is WJSN Sports.
Since 1962, Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson has been proud to serve the community. They care about the people of Breathitt County and are the only locally owned bank in the community. With 2 branches in Jackson and 1 in Beattyville, they're never too far away when you need them. And with the latest innovations in banking, keeping track of your finances has never been easier. Helping to grow Breathitt County as leaders for over 60 years. That's Citizens Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Sure, there's groundhogs and robins on the lawn, but you know spring is really here when the kids are back on the baseball diamond. And when your kids are ready to gear up for spring sports, it's time for Rose Brothers. At Rose Brothers, you'll find cleats for baseball, softball, and soccer, shin guards, shorts and tees, baseball pants too. Or if you're just ready to get back outside and enjoy the weather, check out the new spring athletic shoes and sandals. And you can always see what's new at our website, rosebros.com. Come see us at Rose Brothers, then we'll see you at the field.
Here we are in the top of the 7th. We've got bases loaded for Breathitt County. Evans is the new pitcher for Wolfe County, and I've got my subs wrong. It's Wisman's at second base. I had him at shortstop. At short is Jaden Holland. And at third now is Boyles. First pitch to Stacy is a swing and a miss for strike 1.
Evans just, he took a couple pitches, give a thumbs up. He's ready.
John, I'm going to say this. Something behind us could be brewing, and I have nothing to do with it. There's a ground ball to short. 1 run will score. They will not turn 2. It'll be runners at the corners with 1 out.
Little Seth Holland, or Miles Holland, think of his daddy, rounded third, and Coach Combs was coming up and hollering every breath in his ear. Stop! He even stuck his hand out like, stop! Miles is on the run.
All right, so Breathitt County takes the lead. Got runners at the corners and 1 out. And they roll it to the top of the lineup. It's Jaron Fugit in that spot for Breathitt County. And he'll foul off the first pitch for strike 1. So thought Breathitt might try to bunt here to see if they can get a squeeze of some sort. You've got the first baseman. Here's why I say. First baseman's holding, so the pitcher's going to be the one to field. So if you get that up at first base line, the runner from third could score. Up and in on the 0-1, and Stacy will actually go to second on a defensive indifference, so 2 runners in scoring position.
He needs to get on it, and you've got Aiden Combs up the bat, and that could be real dangerous.
1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Fugit's going to lift this into left field. They're going to tag Holland. Not going to go, though. Wasn't deep enough, and that's out number 2.
And he was coming up on the catch, so he would have had his momentum.
Right. A little surprised they didn't at least bounce off to force a throw. That way you see if he's going to make a good throw or not.
Yeah, that's what I wondered, if he would come out enough. But then you've got Aiden up the bat.
You don't want to take a chance.
No,
I agree with you there. As Evans will set, checks the runner at third, delivers first pitch to Combs, fouled off for strike 1. 2 outs, 2 on for the Bobcats here in the top of the 7th. They lead at 8-7 over Wolfe County at the moment. Wolfe County will have the top of the lineup to the plate, though, in the bottom half of that 7th inning. As Evans sets, delivers, low for ball 1, count even at 1 ball, 1 strike.
A pass ball would be dangerous right now. I mean, a wild pitch, pass ball.
Either one.
Yes.
Here's the 1-1 from Evans. Inside for ball 2.
So both coaches is pulling out all the stops, ain't they?
Doing everything they can.
Shows
how important that this game is to them.
Oh, yeah.
district championship game here, the 55th district. 2-1 upstairs, ball 3.
Good eye.
Evans still from the stretch with runners at second and third. 2 outs. 3-1 count to Combs. Hitters count here.
Low.
Taken for strike 2. Gosh, that's one of those borderlines. I thought it might have been a little low, but, you know, I mean, he's given some of those pitches there in that area all game. So you got a payoff pitch coming here. Evans takes a breath, delivers, lifted into left field.
Will it be trouble or not?
No, he's got it. He's pegged it and caught it. Did in the quarter for out. Number 3, Breathitt County takes the lead. They lead it 8-7. As we go to the bottom half of the 7th inning, Wolfe County has 1, 2, 3 coming up. That's Fallen, Oliver, and Wisman. We will be back in 1 minute. Back in 1. This is WJSN Sports.
Since 1962, Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson has been proud to serve the community. They care about the people of Breathitt County and are the only locally owned bank in the community. With 2 branches in Jackson and 1 in Beattyville, they're never too far away when you need them. And with the latest innovations in banking, keeping track of your finances has never been easier. Helping to grow Breathitt County as leaders for over 60 years. That's Citizens Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Sure, there's groundhogs and robins on the lawn, but you know spring is really here when the kids are back on the baseball diamond. And when your kids are ready to gear up for spring sports, it's time for Rose Brothers. At Rose Brothers, you'll find cleats for baseball, softball, and soccer, shin guards, shorts and tees, baseball pants too. Or if you're just ready to get back outside and enjoy the weather, check out the new spring athletic shoes and sandals. And you can always see what's new at our website, rosebros.com. Come see us at Rose Brothers, then we'll see you at the field.
All right, new pitcher for Breathitt County is Reese Cox. Aiden Combs, who was on the mound, goes to short. Howard, who was at short, goes back to second, which is where he was to start the game. Tincher has moved all around. He's going to first. And I think I've got this set. Yes, I do. All right, so 1, 2, 3 will be coming to the plate for Wolfe County. Fallen, Oliver, and Wisman. Breathitt County trying to close it out. They lead it 8-7. As we go to the bottom of the 7th. I think the Bobcats so far 4 in the first, 1 in the 4th, 2 in the 6th, 1 in the 7th. 8 runs, 11 hits, no errors, 9 stranded. That's a big number, though, for Breathitt County. 9 players stranded and several in scoring position. Wolfe County 3 in the 2nd, 1 in the 4th, 3 in the 6th. That's their 7. 7 runs, 9 hits, no errors, 2 stranded for Wolfe County. They've been efficient with their base runners. Of course, 2 home runs will do that.
Yes. You was talking about leaving, I've heard it called ducks on the pond, but leaving runners on is like, like analogy basketball all the time, but just miss free throws.
Yes.
You will lose ball games missing, and you'll lose by leaving kids on the.
Yep. You see it at every level, really.
Yes, yes.
All right, here we go. Fallen digs in. Cox will wind the first pitch. Delivers upstairs, ball 1. Cox has his sign. Here's the 1-0 pitch to the plate. Pop foul, nowhere near us for strike 1.
Yeah, I don't know if I can save you all 2 times.
I will say, my finger got hit. I don't know if did yours get hit?
It hit me right in the palm of my hand. I just couldn't squeeze.
Oh, okay. Here's the 1-1. Upstairs for ball 2, 2 balls and a strike.
We was watching out for Brenda Combs here to the right of us. We was trying to make sure that no ladies got hit.
There you go.
Trying to protect her. She didn't even flinch.
I have always heard you take a glove with you to the ballpark.
If we get to do
whenever you go, that's what you do.
Region games, I'm taking me a glove.
2 balls and a strike to Fallen at the plate as Cox had to get rid of his batting gloves that were in the, I don't know if he had them on his left hand or in his back pocket there, but either way. He steps off now. Everything gets reset. 2 balls and a strike to Fallen, leading off the bottom of the 7th for Wolfe County. Breathitt County leading 8-7 at the moment. Here's the 2-1. Fouled out of play. First base side for strike 2.
Two count.
Here's the break-even pitch, up and in for ball 3. Cox has stepped off, readjusts. Now back on. He'll wind. The payoff pitch. It's upstairs for ball 4. Leadoff walk issued to Fallen, tying run aboard with nobody out. Oliver to the plate.
Being a lefty, if he were to pull it and get it anywhere in the outfield, you could see Fallen going to third.
Adjusting something on Turner's arm. Not sure. Putting tape on the fingers. Okay, so pitcher could see. I understand it. So
Yeah,
Oliver at the plate, 0 for 3, looking for his first hit. Fallen at first, nobody out. Time called behind the plate. What was that?
Oh, he looked over to
Towards Wolfe County for
Wolfe
something.
County dugout. Yeah, I don't.
There's fans that way too. I'm not sure. Throw over to first. Fallen wasn't really expecting to throw, but he wasn't too far off the bag. So he got back safely.
Tincture's a pretty good sized target. He's about 6'3", so he can stretch out there.
Yep. Cox going from the stretch with the runner at first. Now they throw her. Looks like Fallen leaning each time. I believe he's going. So if you're Breathitt County, you let Fallen take as much of a lead as he wants to take. Let him think you're not going to throw. There you go. Now set. Bunt foul, though, on the pitch to the plate. So they're going. They're sending the runner.
They've given.
Well, they've tipped their hand.
Yes.
Tipped it a couple of times, actually. Cox sets. See if he throws over the first. Delivers to the plate. Pitch out for ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Some of the fans thought that might have been a strike. I believe that was an intentional pitch out, was it not? Looked
Well,
like it.
because Robbie was coming up.
Yeah, that's why I had that thought there.
He's pulled a little to the left behind the.
Here's the 1-1. Upstairs, ball 2. 2 and 1 to count.
Got to pitch to him now.
Yeah, you got to come to him. The hope is that you can get a double play ball somehow, some way. Cox will check the runner over at first. Comes set at the chest, delivers. Taken for ball 3. I'm assuming a little low.
Yeah. Yeah.
So a hitter's count here for Oliver at the plate.
There it is.
Cox kicks it, lifted in the right field. It'll bounce. I thought Holland might have been able to have a play on it, but it's a
Well, he stops and waits on it. Lets it land.
single. And the whole thing there is keep it in front of you. So if he doesn't feel like he can get to it cleanly, it's best to let it bounce and then field it that way. So runners at first and second. Nobody out. Wisman at the plate for Wolfe County.
And nobody got any extra bases out of that, so that was smart.
As Wisman squares the bunt, misses for strike 1. If you're Breathitt County, keep an eye on Fallen out at second on that situation because he was halfway to third. Cox checks the runner out at second. Comes to the plate. Wisman squares, pulls back, takes ball one. Runners at first and second, nobody out. Bottom of the seventh, Breathitt County with an 8-7 lead. Wolfe County trying to come from behind and win the district championship. Breathitt County trying to hold off and win one on their end. Cox steps off, looks around. He'll step back on. Checks off the first sign, now has one. He'll set, come to the plate. Bunt goes towards third, and everybody's safe. Bases loaded for Wolfe County after the bunt single.
He comes straight up off the mound, and it ended up going a little to his right. That was a nice bunt, too. It went over and just died.
Breathitt County going to call time here. Go out and have a discussion. Call everybody out.
Because who's up to bat?
Molans.
Yes. I'll tell you, that's what the conversation's about.
Oh, I got to get these legs stretched out. Knees got to pop a few times. I don't see Breathitt County changing pitchers. This could be the other conversation, but that doesn't appear to be the case. As Coach Crisp, the one out talking to the infield. You know, would I be totally surprised if Molans bunted here? No. But I would not bunt him in this situation. Swing away. And if you're Breathitt County, you're hoping for a strikeout or a quick ground ball to get the out at the plate. I don't know that I pull the entire infield in. Maybe I give up a run at the plate to get a double play and get 2 outs. I don't know. I'm not saying that that's
what I was thinking. I would hope to try to
because you are up 1 run. So 1 run doesn't beat you. It does extend the game, though. Breathitt County's going to bring in the infield.
You would have a 8-8 tie with 2 outs.
Yeah, but the winning run at third would be the only problem with that.
Yes.
So Breathitt County brings the infield in. They await the call for the pitch.
Taking a little bit of time to get the call in.
There we go. First pitch across for strike one. I don't know if Molans was doing that to try to see if he can get the timing down, or there's a lot of times you want to, with the bases all that, you want to attack that first pitch. This Cox going to go from the windup, delivers the 0-1. Breaking ball, swinging a miss for strike 2.
That was a nice pitch from
It was.
Cox.
Had Molans thinking fastball and took something off of it. Now what do? You go breaking ball low and away?
Yeah, I wasn't getting nothing up high where he could hit that thing.
Wines delivers, does Cox, the 0-2. Breaking ball in the dirt, taken for ball 1.
So you're right on the low, yeah.
Right there.
Yeah.
And you know what? On a 1-2 pitch, wouldn't hurt to do it again.
I'd do it again, yeah.
He may be thinking he's coming back fastball.
Right.
Here's the 1-2.
There it is.
There it is, yeah. Swinging a miss for strike 3. That's out number 1.
And to me, that's the one you definitely want to get. Seems like that's the booger to get more sometimes than the third one.
Now, Breathitt County, they're going to keep the middle infield in. They're going to drop them back, keep the corners in. Try to get a double play here. Voiles at the plate, the senior for Wolfe County. He would love to be the hero. Breathitt County trying to hold Wolfe County right here. The first pitch up and in, breaking ball that does not hit Voiles. Takes ball 1. I think he thought it was going to hit him, stayed right there, and it broke away from him just enough. Cox with the sign, he'll wind the 1-0. Swing and a miss for strike one.
Cox has been efficient for him here as he's come in.
1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Bases juiced for Wolfe County. Breathitt County clinging to an 8-7 lead here in the bottom of the 7th. Cox with the side. He winds, delivers. Breaking ball in the dirt. Good stop by Turner behind the plate. Ball 2. 2-1 the count. So 2-1 count. Cox has his sign, winds, delivers, across for strike 2.
Man, that was right across the waist. Yes. Makes a little bit different situation on it, 2-2.
Yeah, you still got to get this out.
Right.
Here's the wind, the delivery, break-even pitch to the plate. Popped up in the infield. That's an infield fly, batter's out. As Fugit made the catch anyway, it would have been out number 2 regardless.
Young man playing that third base spot there.
2 outs now. Bases still loaded for Wolfe County. McCorder to the plate. McCorder 2 for 2. A bunt single, and he had the single down the right field line in his last at bat. 2 for 2 with the run scored. So this is why you play the game.
Yes.
For this excitement right here. This is what makes us all fans, no matter which team you're a fan of right now. Breathitt County's got a chance to win. Wolfe County's got a chance to win. A break either way, and either team can win. Right now.
Yeah, one pitch could.
8-7, Breathitt County leads. 2 outs, bases loaded for Wolfe County. Here in the bottom of the 7th, McCorder at the plate. Cox winds, delivers. First pitch lifted in the right center field.
Stacy
got it. Breathitt County wins 8-7.
The little Miles Holland was running right behind him just in case. He'll make that catch. It's fitting for Stacy to be a senior to catch that sucker out there.
How about the senior Cox? Bases loaded, nobody out, and able to pitch out of it.
Yeah.
How about that? As Combs will get the win, Cox will get the save, Oliver will take the loss, and Breathitt County comes away with an 8-7 win in the 55th District Championship game. Wow. What a game.
And both teams are playing every pitch, every batter, strategy the last 2 innings. Well, I guess the whole game, but definitely the last 2 innings. They was making a lot of pitching changes, and both coaches did well, and the kids, I'm sure, did just what the coaches wanted for the most part.
Yeah, and stay tuned on the YouTube channel. We will have the ceremony, the trophy ceremonies. I'm trying to get some stuff set. We'll get the stats here just in a moment for this game. As Breathitt County scored 4 in the first, 1 in the 4th, 2 in the 6th, 1 in the 7th for 8 runs, 11 hits. They stranded 9 base runners. Wolfe County 3 in the 2nd, 1 in the 4th, 3 in the 6th for 7 runs, 11 hits, and 5 runners stranded. And the biggest stat, John, I'm going to say this, biggest stat for me, for the 2 teams combined, 0 errors. How about that? When was the last time you saw a high school baseball game? 0 errors.
District championship at stake, and there was several young players playing in this. I mean, it had pivotal plays in this on both teams, and they like McCorder there. I think he's maybe just an 8th grader or a freshman, young man. So hit a good shot in the outfield.
He did.
But yeah, that was definitely whatever they charged to get in. Everybody got their money's worth. That was a good game on both teams.
I'm working on getting the camera set for the trophy ceremony. But again, talked about the stats there. Bellamy, of course, everything that went down there right around that fourth inning didn't look good for the Bobcats at that point, but Breathitt County able to overcome those obstacles, get away with the win, 55th District Championship, and 8-7 final. The region draw will be Thursday. That I know for sure. And the boys region will be played Monday, Wednesday, Friday at Knott County next week. First round games all on Monday. Semifinals Wednesday, championship game on Friday. Of course, we have another district championship game to go tomorrow right here at Wolfe County High School. Well, at least their athletic complex anyway. As Breathitt County, Wolfe County will be playing in the 55th District Softball Championship tomorrow.
And it's liable to be as exciting
as this one, yes.
Yeah, if you missed today's game, you definitely probably want to be there tomorrow night, because I'd say every pitch will be important, every at bat.
Yeah, so again, if you want to watch the trophy ceremony, we're going to have that in its entirety right here. I assume they're going to do one. Fans are leaving, starting to anyway. I haven't seen a table come out with trophies yet. Breathitt County is out in the outfield posing for a team picture. I mean,
yeah, I see the AD Robert Scott still out there on the field.
He's standing there. I don't see
any tables or any.
Are they going to take their pictures and get their trophies on the way out the door? I mean, I don't know. I don't know what's going on here, but either way, Breathitt County comes away with that 8-7 win.
I was wanting to chat with Corey Combs, and he's gone.
Yeah, they didn't stick around very long there. Let's see if we can get some more pitching stats. Well, no, it's not updating there for me. Sometimes they update, sometimes they don't. And that's one of those they don't. We'll try to go a different route. Again, we will get the draw for the region as soon as we can. We're going to go ahead and sign this off on the radio on WJSN. And as I say that, let me get these pitching stats real quick. Bellamy went 3 innings, gave up 3 runs, walked 1, struck out 6. Aiden Combs goes 3 innings, give up 4 earned runs, struck out 2, didn't walk anybody. Reese Cox walked 1, struck out 1, gave up a couple of hits, pitched an inning, and got the win. Got the save as Combs gets the win for the Bobcats. Once again, final score. We're going to sign off the radio. YouTube kind of hang out. YouTube kind of hang out. We're going to keep some stuff going there. If they have a trophy ceremony, we'll get that on as much as we can anyway, and we'll go from there. But we're going to go ahead and sign off the radio broadcast, as I think John Couch may be going, Coach John Couch going to get one of the ball players to get an interview for us. But we'll go ahead and sign off the radio for Rick Hensley running the camera for us out left center field. Thank you, Rick. Also, John Bunn and James Turner. They do a lot for us. James usually on the broadcast with us. He's not here this week, but he'll be back next week. Also for John Couch, we'll say thank you, Kevin Davidson, for running the board for us at the station. I'm Stephen Neese signing off just the radio. Stick with us on YouTube. We'll have a little bit more here in a moment. But for the radio, God is good all the time. Take it away, Kevin Davidson. And for those that are still here on the YouTube channel, we've got Dillman with us. Dylan Stacy caught the final out there. Mr. Stacy, congratulations on another district championship game, but a hard-fought victory tonight.
Yeah.
Had to jumped ahead early and wanted to kind of keep that lead, but Wolfe County, being the team they've been, they've come back all year, made it a game, tied it up, and you guys were able to kind of fight and get that extra. Kind of walk us through that thought process of once Wolfe County ties it back up, thinking, oh, no, could it be them making one of their comebacks, for you guys to be the ones that come back and get the win?
I just got a little bit nervous.
Just a little nervous?
Yeah, a little bit.
Well, being able to play through that, sometimes the difference of winning and losing is letting the nerves get to you and not letting them get to you, and this time you did not.
I normally don't let the nerves get to me.
Well, that's all right. So how many years now have you guys won it?
7.
7?
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's all right. Didn't want to be the team to break that streak. Now y'all go to the regional tournament. A lot of good teams in the tournament, but you guys have a title to defend. Is that correct?
That is correct.
And looking forward to do so, right?
Looking forward.
Well, congratulations once again. I know this senior year, winning one your senior year sometimes can be the most special, but a big win tonight for the Breathitt County Bobcats.
Yes, sir.
All right. Thanks, man. Appreciate you.
Thank you.
And we're still waiting to see if there's going to be any kind of a trophy presentation. I'm not sure. No trophy presentation, we're being told. So that's actually going to wrap it up. Would love – is Reese Cox available? If he's around, let's get Reese as well. We'll get him on here. There's no trophy presentation to be had. So John Coutts going to run down Reese Cox, see if we can get him on here as well. He got the save in a situation where the Bobcats get the base. Wolfe County loads the bases in the bottom of the 7th with Breathitt County with only a one-run lead and nobody out. And Reese Cox able to come back, get the 3 outs, and Breathitt County came away with the victory. As trying to see if Coach can get us Reese Cox down here to see if we can talk to him, get him on an interview on the YouTube channel. Again, we've talked about it already, regional tournament next week. And again, there's not going to be a trophy presentation tonight, so we're going to get one more interview here as I'm going to switch cameras. Rick is going to go ahead and break down that center field camera for us. I'm trying to get Reese Cox, if we can, to come out and get on the air with us as Coach John Coutts trying to run him down. Again, Breathitt County defeated a very good Wolfe County team. Wolfe County, one of those teams going into the regional tournament that people are circling and looking at and saying, hey, they could win one. Breathitt County, though, defending regional champions, do not want to allow anybody else to win that regional title that they're trying to defend. They want to come away with that championship themselves. So that will be played out next week at Knott County Central High School. Baseball field. If you've not been there, it's up behind the high school on the hill above the football field. It's a nice facility. They've hosted it before. They're going to play the entire first round of that 14th region tournament on Monday. Semifinals will be played on Wednesday with the championship game on Friday, and still waiting to see if we can get another interview. I'm not sure that we're going to be able to get it, but we're going to try. While we're on YouTube one more time, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be back. This is WJSN Sports.
Since 1962, Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson has been proud to serve the community. They care about the people of Breathitt County and are the only locally owned bank in the community. With 2 branches in Jackson and 1 in Beattyville, they're never too far away when you need them. And with the latest innovations in banking, keeping track of your finances has never been easier. Helping to grow Breathitt County as leaders for over 60 years. That's Citizens Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Sure, there's groundhogs and robins on the lawn, but you know spring is really here when the kids are back on the baseball diamond. And when your kids are ready to gear up for spring sports, it's time for Rose Brothers. At Rose Brothers, you'll find cleats for baseball, softball, and soccer, shin guards, shorts and tees, baseball pants too. Or if you're just ready to get back outside and enjoy the weather, check out the new spring athletic shoes and sandals. And you can always see what's new at our website, rosebros.com. Come see us at Rose Brothers, then we'll see you at the field.
Welcome back to Campton, Kentucky. We're at the Wolfe County High School Baseball Complex where the Breathitt County Bobcats just defeated the Wolfe County Wolves 8-7 in the 55th District Baseball Championship game. And I have with me Reese Cox, who picked up the save this evening. And Reese, Wolfe County loads the bases with nobody out, and you guys have a meeting at the mound. What was the discussion about?
It's actually about Opie.
Opie.
Yeah.
Okay.
Chris came out there and was just cutting jokes, and he was like, just hit your spots, and ball. Hopefully it plays our way, and it did.
Just basically just doing everything you can to kind of break any tension that could be there. Yeah. Walk me through the first out, probably the biggest out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably.
And then trying to get that second and third outs. What's going through your mind at that point?
Just hit spots as best as I can. Hope my defense backs me up like they do always.
And, of course, you get the fly out to end the game.
Yeah.
Looked like it was going to be one of those iffy plays, and then here comes Stacy to make it look like it's a routine fly ball.
Best outfielder in the region.
There you go. Well, one MVP last year off his defense, yep. So there you go. But, man, big win for the Bobcats, getting that district championship. And as a senior, man, what's it mean to get the save in the championship game?
A lot. Feels good.
100%. Well, man, congratulations. Appreciate it. You guys enjoy this one. Get ready for the regional tournament for next week.
Yes, sir.
All right. Thanks, man. Appreciate you. All right. That was Reese Cox picking up the save for the Breathitt County Bobcats as Coach John Cow's going to put the headsets back on. Breathitt County again, 8-7 winners. We're only on YouTube at the moment, John, but we're going to go ahead and sign it off. Congratulations to both teams. Good years to this point for both teams, Wolfe County and Breathitt County. And we always want to see, of course, we cover the Breathitt, Jackson City teams. We want to see those teams do well. So, obviously, good luck to the Bobcats, but good luck to Wolfe County as well as they move on in the postseason. We'll remind everybody we do have another broadcast tomorrow night. The Breathitt County Lady Cats will be taking on the Wolfe County Lady Wolves over here, the 55th District Championship game on the softball side. That game scheduled for 6 o'clock start here at the Wolfe County High School Softball Complex. So, we're going to sign it off. Again, we've already signed the radio off. Thank you again, Kevin Davidson, for running the board at the station. Thanks, Rick Hensley, running the camera for us in left center field. He did a good job, as he always does. Also, John Bunn, James Turner, we appreciate everything you all do for us. Couldn't do what we do without you. And for the coach, John Couch, to my right, I'm Stephen Neese. God is good
all the time.